All right, guys. This is going to be our third and final game of the night. Your San Francisco 49ers versus Denver Broncos. Kickoff coming up shortly here for your Sunday Night Football. We, of course, will be having football trivia at halftime, so make sure you guys lock it in as well. Going through our pregame info, we've got San Francisco with a 51.6% on the matchup predictor, 47.8% for the Broncos. Of course, Trey Lance is out. Jimmy G will be in. Russell Wilson, 559 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Got Wilson here for the 49ers, 106 yards rushing, and then Williams, 118. Ayuk with 103 receiving, and then Sutton with 194. For the injury report, we got Tyrion Davis-Price out, Daniel Brunskill out, Tyler Kroft, Nick Zakeel, I don't know if I said that right, but Eric Armstead is out. And then for the Broncos, we got Jalen Virgil, Ioma Uwazurike, Delarin Turner-Yell, Tyree Cleveland, and Billy Turner all out. As far as the odds go, we have a 1.5 spread favoring the 49ers. Minus 120 on the money line, plus 100 on the money line for the Broncos. Over and under is 45. And that is your pregame information, guys. As we get ready for kickoff, we prepare here for this Sunday night. I'm thinking it's going to be chill vibes tonight here, guys. And what's going on, Purple? Wendy, Jonathan, Michelle, Broncos. I'll take the over. Yeah, this might be a shootout. It might be a shootout. This definitely might be a shootout tonight. I think Russell's gonna play with a little bit more energy, and it being a 1.5 point predicted game. We'll see. We'll see. Shootout. H1 Badger, what up, yo? It's been a long day. I just got done eating, so got a little bit of the itis, just a little bit.
Punishing football, give me the 49ers. Rod, who's going to win and why?
I'm going with the San Francisco 49ers. George Kittle's back. He's healthy. He's a problem to try to defend. But that run game, I think Kyle Shanahan's going to run the ball down their throat. And if you run it toward Randy Gregory.
Amen. You're undefeated. Florio, who you going with, my friend?
Well, I'll tell you what, guys, I like the 49ers in this one, too. But, Matthew, can the Broncos at least get a partial win if they're able to get the plays off without the fans counting down the remaining time?
Fair enough, yes. Russell Wilson on the sideline here. Look, two good defenses, two offenses in transition.
Sunday night,
as the Niners go from Trey Lance to Garoppolo. Russell Wilson needs to find himself.
The Broncos to turn
I think
on
Russell
their
Wilson
offense.
does not have three bad games in a row. Give me the Broncos at home tonight. Chris?
Because the defense,
I'm going with the human emotion element. Shanahan going back to Denver, Colorado, where he grew up, he's going to want to put on a show, and I think that 49er offense is going to feel the bump of Jimmy G. 49ers, 27-17.
All right, I'm rolling with the 49ers as well. Coach?
Hey, San Francisco, we've been talking about formulas for winning. They have the formula. Jimmy G's back in there. They're going to run the ball, play great defense, make it hard on Russell Wilson. I say 49ers.
Yeah, I think this game is going to be very, very simple.
Serious biz. Thanks a lot. I actually
run the
seen
football,
her
get that
in
going,
the last game,
and then that'll set up the play action passes off it.
Now I know.
I think San Francisco is going to be
shout
very
out
physical
that.
with
Thanks
their running game and win it.
And,
do we
find,
or do we get to see a more impressive Denver offense, you think, in Week 3?
I think we will. I think they'll see Russell Wilson do a little bit more tonight.
A lot of new pieces there. I think as they go, they'll get better and better, but not tonight.
All right, well, we will all find out. Those were tonight's home team picks brought to you by Lowe's. And guess what, guys? We are all set for Sunday Night Football. Jimmy.
You heard what Tony said? He said the same thing I said, so I think I'm getting pretty good at this. He said the same thing I said. He thinks Russell's going to put up on the offense tonight. And I said it first, and then he said it, so there you go. See if I know what I'm doing here. Thanks a lot, Daniel. Thanks for being here, man. I'm going to be just a little chill tonight, to be honest. It's cold. It's rainy. I just ate. It's been a long day. Of course, I'm going to, give the energy when I need to, but I'm going to let these announcers do most of the work. But I'm here to chop it up with you guys and have some fun. So, plus my Bills lost today, so I'm just a little bit salty. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a little bit salty. My Bills lost today. But I still gotta provide and entertain for you guys, so I'm here. I'm still here. Some 5 hours later. Oh yeah, we definitely do a Monday night, Cowboys Giants. So we'll be here tomorrow, without a doubt. Yeah, we'll have much fun in the trivia. I think it's not just gonna be football. We'll do like just general trivia. Try to keep it like modern stuff. What's up, Wendy? Welcome to the channel. Thanks for being here. Shout out to Sirius for inviting you along. Glad to have you. So we got about a few minutes here until pre-game intros and kickoff, guys. You know what I forgot to get? I went to the store and I didn't get any candy. I need candy. That's what I need. Something I need sugar. That's what it is. I had dinner, but I didn't get anything sweet. Man, that means a lot, Daniel. Thanks a lot, for real. For real. People don't realize as easy as this looks, there's a lot that goes into it. There's definitely a lot that goes into this. Reese's, yeah, I love Reese's. I actually just had some Reese's Pieces yesterday. They were those were really good. I like the Reese's sticks too. I'm a big fan of the Reese's sticks. Bills Mafia sleeping with the fish. Oh man. All right, guys, so we got 97 viewers, 19 likes. Let's make sure we're smashing that thumbs up button so we can get over 25 before kickoff. We just need 6 more likes, 6 more thumbs up, and we'll get that 25 before kickoff. Thanks for the support, guys. Nice, that's great to hear, Wendy. For real, it's definitely great to hear. Welcome to the channel, and be looking forward to having you around. Thanks a lot, Daniel. Triple header. Yeah, today was nuts. The Bills Miami game, that Green Bay Tampa Bay game, that was interesting, especially in the last few minutes. Tom tried to pull it off, and now of course we're here. 49ers Broncos, Sunday Night Football. John Nelson, yeah, good vibes. We chilling tonight. We chilling as we get started.
Mile High, home of the Denver Broncos. And tonight, their new franchise quarterback, Russell Wilson, takes on a familiar foe.
That'd be the Bills, Dan.
And the San Francisco 49ers, week 3 of Sunday Night Football here on NBC. And thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Chris Collinsworth, Melissa Stark from the sideline in a little bit. Both teams are 1-1. Chris, let's start with the Niners. They win last week, but they lose Trey Lance, who was to be their starting quarterback. Boy, they glad they didn't trade Jimmy Garoppolo now. Does Jimmy G give them a better chance to win this year?
I think in the short term, yes, just as experience should help. But this was never a short-term play. It was supposed to be about the long term with Trey Lance, about his arm strength, his mobility. Could have put him over the top and win a Super Bowl. Now it's going to be at least next year before they find out anything at all about Trey Lance and whether or not he's the answer.
And the answer was a guy we know, Jimmy G. He gets George Kittle. They're all pro tight end back. On the Denver side, this has gotten off to a great start with Russell Wilson here the first couple of games. Offense booed at home last week. What do they need to do to get the offense going again?
Well, let's start with the obvious. Russell Wilson is being asked to play in a different way, more under center, more play action. A few years ago, Aaron Rodgers was asked to do the same thing in this same offense. 2 MVPs later, I think he's glad he did. I think Russell will be too. We'll just see how it goes tonight.
He's happy to see the Niners 16-4 against them all time. 2 franchises that combined to go to 15 Super Bowls. Stars on the field as well. Niners and Broncos for you on Sunday Night Football.
All right, coming up next, as we get to the pregame stuff, Trubisky. Yo, I made my video about Trubisky, and I guess like as of yesterday, I got a bunch of dislikes. I guess a bunch of Steelers fans didn't agree with me about putting Kenny Pickett in. And I'm just like, yo, like you guys are losing with Mitch in there. Like, I'm suggesting a potential better outcome. Like, if that's the case, why is he even sitting on the bench? You might as well not even have him there. Like, if you're not gonna play him, why is he sitting there? Like, it doesn't make sense. What is he there to do? Is he there to be a quarterback, or is he just there to sit on the bench? Put the kid in. But, you know, I guess there's some believers out there for Mitch Trubisky. Well, exactly. Or, you know, Mason Rudolph. Put in Mason. But to sit there and just watch your team keep losing and just keep saying, yeah, we're going to keep Mitch. It's going to work out. It's crazy to me. It's crazy. All right, serious. Hey, there's a reason why Mitch was on the bench here in Buffalo. You know, Mitch was the backup. Like, he should have, you know, he's a backup quarterback. He's not a starter. I mean, they're acting like Mitch is like the face of the Steelers franchise now. It's crazy. It's crazy. You know, and I'm not even a Steelers fan. I'm just a football fan in general, and I just call it how I see it. So at the end of the day, like, you guys got to put somebody in that wants to win. And Mitch has no confidence. He doesn't know what he wants to do with the football. He doesn't look down the field. What are you gonna do with that? But let me stop. Get off my rant. I'll let the Steelers have their problems. I'll let the Steelers have their issues. I'm sure you guys will figure it out. Exactly. What happened with the Bears? The Bears won. They won by 3, 23-20 against the Texans. Niners 31-20, or 31-20, 21. Okay, I can see that. Carrie Underwood, your wife, Dave. Shout out to Carrie Underwood. Been holding it down for a long time. Shane 01, man, 2-point game. My man Josh didn't put the ball in his chest in the end zone. He should have put the ball in his chest and we'd have won. It's really unfortunate.
We're there tonight with lots of friends and lots.
All right, so we're preparing here for kickoff shortly, guys. All right, 125 viewers, 32 likes, 18 more guys, 18 more likes, and we'll hit 50. So make sure you are smashing that thumbs up button. It is much appreciated. 18 more likes, 18 more thumbs up, and we'll get to that 50. Thanks for the support, guys.
For more on Kyle starting quarterback, here's Melissa Stark.
Mike, Jimmy Garoppolo told us that he was jacked up when he came in for an injured Trey Lance and got the win last week, and that his emotions are high because he never thought he would be in this position. The past 8 months have been quite the ride for him. Last season when he lost the NFC Championship game to the Rams, it seemed like Garoppolo had played his last game as a 49er. But in March, he had surgery on his throwing shoulder, which cooled the trade market and kept him out of action all off season. Garoppolo reported to camp in late July, and after practicing on his own for a month, he restructured his deal to become Trey Lance's backup. Of course, that all changed last week. He told us that chip on his shoulder.
Thanks a lot, Daniel. Thanks for being here, man.
But that there's a freedom to this now. He can play like there's nothing to lose.
For his coach, Melissa, Kyle Shanahan, who grew up here, won a state title as a player at Cherry Creek High School, and his opposite number tonight is Nathaniel Hackett, who's also a second-generation coach. His dad, Paul, was head coach at Pitt, USC, longtime NFL assistant as well. Nathaniel, the offensive coordinator with Green Bay the last 3 years. Denver won the toss, deferred the option to Brandon McManus. Last one left from the Broncos' Super Bowl 50 win. We'll kick it off, and Ray McLeod is the return man for San Francisco. Haven't seen a cloud all weekend.
All right, San Francisco gets the ball.
Denver, and off we go. Directional kick takes McLeod to the 2. They try to come across and barely gets back to the 10-yard line. The initial hit came from Aaron Patrick. He was cleaned up by the rest of the special teams. And here comes the 49er offense.
Jimmy Garoppolo, Eastern Illinois. Jeff Wilson Jr., North Texas. Kyle Juszczyk, Harvard.
Brandon Ayuk, Arizona State.
Deebo Samuel, University of South Carolina.
George Kittle, Titan University.
Trent Williams, University of Oklahoma.
Aaron Banks, Notre Dame.
Jake Prendle, UCLA.
Spencer Burke, UTSA.
Mike McGlinchey, Notre Dame.
Very good tackles and very good to get George Kittle back in the lineup.
All right,
this is the
go.
first 2 weeks with a groin injury. Place rocking. Drive starts from the 10. And Jeff Wilson runs to the right.
And Wilson's going to get 2 yards on the run.
So Jimmy Garoppolo, first 3 years in New England. He backed up Tom Brady, traded to San Francisco in 2017. Here are the numbers from last year. 15 starts, a similar number to 2019 when he led the Niners to the Super Bowl. Of course, last week, the Trey Lance injury in the game against Seattle, and he was thrust into that game after having no training camp, no preseason action. And the Niners went on to the win.
Play action.
Garoppolo's first pass, he'll throw it to the left side, and Deebo Samuel has
Deebo Samuel.
Powerful receiver.
He's going to get 13 yards, leading to a first down.
First down out to the 25-yard line.
A little bit of what you get with Jimmy Garoppolo. He looks deep, he checks it down, and why not? Deebo Samuel, who did everything last year, led the NFL in yards per catch, and you can see why. They weren't all deep balls. Just get him the football and let him do this. Cornerbacks want no piece of this guy. And Jimmy Garoppolo, he loves it.
8 of 13 from the 25-yard line will go on the ground with Samuel, who's going to have to run it a little bit more. Minimal gain there. Here's the Denver defense.
Draymond Jones, the Ohio State University.
DJ Jones, Ole Miss.
Deshaun Williams, Clemson. Bradley Chubb, North Carolina State. Josie Jewell, Iowa.
Jonas Griffin, Indiana State.
Randy Gregory, Nebraska.
Pat Surtain II, Roll Tide.
Kareem Jackson, Alabama.
Taylor Stearns, Texas.
Ronald Darby, District of Columbia.
I love it. They're missing all-pro safety Justin Simmons.
Ronald Darby.
Second game out, quad injury. Fake to Juszczyk. Garoppolo throws, deflected and incomplete.
Oh, wow. That was a dangerous play.
Surtain, the terrific corner, battling Brandon Ayuk. It's incomplete, but almost intercepted.
3rd and 9.
One of the great things you get is protection with this offense because everybody has to play the run against San Francisco. So you get the defensive line moving sideways, and a lot of it's going to come down now on the back end. Can guys like Patrick Surtain make plays like that. That was beautifully covered.
They are so happy to have Surtain back.
Here we go. Third and 9.
Time with Bradley Chubb and Randy Gregory, the former Cowboy. 3rd and 9. Broncos bring forward the
Man, that's going to be broken up, deflected.
Jones, who came over from the 49ers.
So it's going to be a quick 3 and out for Denver.
Helps force him off the field.
In the times that I've seen Garoppolo play, it is this defensive style that can work against him. Get some pressure up the middle and get your hands up in the air. You think back to the Super Bowl as well. It's that inside pressure a lot of times that can make a difference.
Mitch Wishnowsky, the punter for San Francisco.
I think at this point in his career, Russ is definitely overpaid.
Kickers love coming here as visitors. The altitude. This one not a very deep kick. And it'll hit out of bounds, be about 45 yards, and the Broncos will take over right around their 30. So first down picked up by the Niners. They do no more with
I just think that
and the Broncos on the
I
field.
just think he needed a little bit more money so he could have a better offense. You know, it's like you watch these quarterbacks; they take these huge contracts and they're leaving barely any money for, you know, the wide receivers or, you know, the running back and, you know, even people in the defense. Like you gotta you know, sometimes sacrifice how much you're getting paid. I get it. You want to make as much money as you can, but at the same time, you know, do you want to win a Super Bowl or, you know, do you just want to make money? And that's kind of, you know, where they have to weigh most of the options. So we're on a quick commercial break here, guys, as the Denver Broncos got the ball back. We need 8 more likes, 8 more thumbs up gets us to that 50 mark. So make sure you are smashing that thumbs up button. We just need 8 more, guys, and that will get us to the 50. Thanks for the support. Thanks for being here on this Sunday Night Football. Good morning, Ramesh. What's up, Go Brad? Shout out to you guys. We just hit that 50. Keep it going. Yeah, man, without a doubt. You know, that's not to say like Russ isn't a good quarterback, because he is. But you know, there's more to it than just, you know, having a good quarterback. You need talent to win, and salary cap is a real thing. I actually don't have the Broncos winning this. I have the 49ers. That was my prediction. I guess the biggest question is, like, would you rather have a well-paid offensive line and a decent quarterback, or an underpaid offensive line and a great quarterback? Answer that question in the comments.
Champs, see 1996. Who's on that team? Kyle Shanahan. He's back in the town he went to high school in. Right now his defense is on the field against Russell Wilson and the Broncos offense. First play, and they'll swing it out to their good back Javonte Williams. The San Francisco defense all over it. Let's meet the Bronco offense.
Russell Wilson from a whole pack of badges.
Javonte Williams, North Carolina.
Jerry Judy, Alabama.
KJ Hamler, Penn State.
Cortland Sutton, SMU. Albert Okwuegbunam, Missouri. Garrett Bowles, Utah.
Dalton Reisner, Kansas State University.
Lloyd Cushenberry, LSU.
Graham Glasgow, Michigan.
Cameron Fleming, Stanford.
And that line not able to clear a path. On the run by Javonte Williams. It'll be 3rd and long coming up for Russell Wilson. The numbers have not been pretty here in the first couple of games. Chris alluded to it at the start, getting used to a new system. Just the 2 touchdowns, the only 2 the Broncos have had. They've struggled in the red zone this year. Going quick, 3rd down. Against the pressure, he escapes for the moment, completes it, but Jerry Judy gets popped as the ball is luckily held on to by Judy. What a huge hit.
See what I'm saying?
On the quarter by Emmanuel Mosley.
Quick 3 and out.
3 and out for this Denver offense.
Very quick.
The swarming animals out there of this defense. They disrupt with that front line, and watch Mosley
Russell
come
has no
flying
time to
up
make a
off the
decision.
edge, and Judy just had to sort of duck for cover there. So 2 strong defensive starts here for both these teams.
The kind of way we thought it might be here tonight. And we've seen it in the early going. Corliss Waitman, only 13 punts in his NFL career. Ray McLeod back to receive. Lefty, big kick. McLeod's got room here from the 21. Trying to get to the edge, and his return is only 5 yards to the 26, and that's where San Francisco's second possession will take over. Special teams
So
tackle
there you
by
go.
Alex
That's
Singleton
going to lead us to
Rocky.
another quick commercial break here, but it goes back to what I said. Quick 3 and out. Russell literally has no time to make a decision. That O-line looks tired already, and we just started. we just started, and this kid is under pressure like no other. So there you go. Yeah, but I don't think Russell's ever really had a fast release like that either. Yeah, the running game has always been really good for Denver. That's without a doubt. I mean, I remember, man, Terrell Davis, John Elway days with Denver, and that's why I said that the difference between being a good quarterback and a great quarterback. And that offensive line is going to play a big part in what happens as far as decision makings. I just said Davis, see? You see, that's how you know I know the game, I literally just said it, man. If you look at those days, Terrell Davis and John Elway didn't really have too much of an O-line, but they made it work. Yeah, I think Elway's still with the Denver's organization. He was doing a lot of work with the Lock kid when he was there. Yeah, good old Terrell Davis. I actually had a Terrell Davis jersey back in the day with his autograph. I actually ended up selling it years ago.
You don't want to miss this, a 5-minute exclusive sneak peek of La Brea.
Come on. Yeah,
Drive two for the 49ers, starting from their own 25-yard line. And Garoppolo gets 5 out in the pattern, throws in the middle, it's complete, and it's Brandon Ayuk with a gain of nearly 20.
So Ayuk's going to get the first down, 20-yard pass.
So the 49ers come out in the first drive, and they play run. They load it up, tight ends, fullbacks, everything. They come out and spread it out this time, and now create some space in the middle of the field for Brandon Ayuk, and the protection absolutely perfect for Jimmy Garoppolo.
Ayuk came on the end of last year, ended up with 56 catches, a second-round pick back in 2020. Good run up the middle.
That's a big run up the middle.
To the secondary. Jeff Wilson cuts it to the outside.
And Wilson gets 37 yards.
Inside the 20. At the 17-yard line. So Jeff Wilson Jr., the man who's got to carry the load here with a 38-yard gain.
Yeah, you're going to get the 5-down look that Denver likes to play. But this offense is going to create so many cutback opportunities that if you get picked off on the backside of it, and that time it was George Kittle getting just enough of the backside to allow that cutback. And here go the 49ers doing what they do best, which is run the football.
5th year in the league out of North Texas. Longest run of Wilson's career. Now he's at the top of your screen. Backfield emptied out for Garoppolo across the middle, and it's caught a bang on the tight end George Kittle, but he hangs on. His first catch of the year. Missed the first 2 games with a groin injury. Suffered in practice before week 1.
And anytime you overload to one side, you're going to leave Kittle some space in the middle. And this is just so easy, right? This is so much the personality. Deebo Samuel and George Kittle, the catch, the Yak brothers, you know, they just take great pride in that, right? You're not bringing us down.
2nd and 1. Wilson to the left side. He pulls down, but he'll have a first down.
So it's going to be a first down by Wilson.
For San Francisco at the 8-yard line. Josie Jewell, who's back in the lineup for the Broncos,
I see you,
made the tackle. This Denver defense,
see you, bro.
Good start in the early portion of the season in the red zone to tack on the good numbers they've had the prior 3 seasons.
It's almost like having 9 offensive linemen out there for San Francisco. All these receivers block so well.
Ezra Rivero, the new defensive coordinator, was college teammates with Nathaniel Hackett. From the 8, swinging out, Deebo Samuel on the edge.
Deebo Samuel trying to fight. It's about 5 yards. 2nd and goal.
Set up 2nd and goal.
And what Deebo tell us, he said, yeah, I like running slants and other routes, but anytime I hear that quick screen out there, that wide receiver screen, I get a little smile on my face. So maybe defenders can start looking for that. If he's smiling, watch out for the quick screen. He loves that play.
We had a chance to visit with him. He requested a trade in April. That didn't happen. Deal finally got done at the end of July. 3 years, $71 million. So difficult to stop in the backfield or as a receiver.
Quick pass to Ayuk, and that's going to be a touchdown for the 49ers.
Ayuk comes inside of him.
Brandon Ayuk for the touchdown.
Grab, and San Francisco scores first.
So we just had like some trivia, bro.
Just an
some fun trivia, just
get this,
you know, random questions.
The inside guy, and there's just nobody left. They're in there with 2 guys, and basically one receiver could pick both of them. Easy read, nice read that time by Garoppolo to see that so easily.
Veteran Robbie Gould, the oldest kicker in the league at 39.
All right, and the extra point is good. And that's going to make your score 7.
Knocks the extra point through.
49ers 0. Broncos. All right, take a quick timeout commercial break. So yeah, Dan, we'll have the trivia during halftime. Probably gonna do just like modern questions. You know, we do the football thing, but I feel like there's only so much you can ask about football, so we'll do some modern trivia for this halftime. It's getting cold in Wisconsin. Yeah, man, I'm here in Buffalo and it's freezing. You see me with the coat on. It's been cold all day. Raining and storming and stuff. It's been crazy. We try to like slow it down a little bit for you, Jonathan. Just a little bit. .86 in Texas, man. You guys are lucky. It's getting cold up here, yo. Like right now, it's like 50 degrees. 55 degrees. Are you going to the Bills-Detroit game Thanksgiving? That's what's up, Wendy. That'll be fun. It's probably gonna be ridiculously cold though. I hate the cold games, yo. I normally would get the van. They switched to like the Toyota section now, but where you get like the heat lamps. You sit under the heat lamps during the Bills game, and it makes it tolerable, but it's still freezing.
Yellow ones too. Playing dirty. So I broke up with bad banking and moved on with SoFi checking and savings.
All right, we're still going through the commercial breaks, guys, as Denver's going to get the ball back. And let's see what Mr. Wilson can do. Mr. 200 mil. What's up, Nathaniel? What up, bro?
Coordinator with Green Bay and Jacksonville, Buffalo, college at Syracuse. He was on Doug Marrone's staff in those last 3 stops. As a head coach with first-year coordinators, they've had some growing pains, which we'll detail here as we go through. It's a touchback. They'll take over the 25. Let's go back to the touchdown and bring in Terry McCauley, our rules analyst. Terry, what about offensive pass interference and blocking downfield?
It was indeed offensive pass interference, Mike. It's illegal to block more than a yard downfield. And
no
the
problem,
receiver
Nathaniel.
clearly does
Thanks
that.
for being
He
here, man.
engages the defender more than a yard before the ball is touched by the receiver. This should have been offensive pass interference.
Chris, it's that gray area because it's one-ish, right? And it's so bang-bang.
Yeah, and as a receiver, you really have to act like you're trying to run some kind of route. He was pretty obvious with it.
7-0, San Francisco leads. Javonte Williams remains the back behind Russell Wilson. And Williams runs inside for about
Williams gets 3 yards on
Chris,
the
I
run.
brought up the issues with time management, clock management. The Monday night opener in Seattle, last week here against Houston. That's Jerry Rosburg, who spent a couple of decades or thereabouts as a special teams coach, was an associate head coach with Baltimore. He's been brought in this week to help manage the game management situations and allow Hackett to remain the play caller. 2nd and 7. And Wilson tries a back shoulder
Pass
throw
is
here,
incomplete.
As Courtland Sutton tried to come back
3rd and
to
7
the ball.
now.
Here's the San Francisco defense.
Samson Abraham, Eastern Washington.
Javon Kinlaw, JC, Kevin Givens, Penn State.
Nick Bosa, The Ohio State University.
Aziz Al-Shire, the FAU.
Fred Warner, BYU. Greg Greenlaw, Arkansas.
Emmanuel Mosley, Tennessee.
Talanoa Hufanga, USC.
Tashawn Gibson, Dallas Kimball High School.
Chardarius Mooneyman Ward, Macomb High School.
So it'll be a killed play here as the offensive line reacted to the movement off the edge by Samson Ebukam.
Neutral zone infraction, defense number 56. This 5-yard penalty, it's still 3rd down.
3rd and 2 now.
So it'll be 3rd down. Chris, we saw the defense. We should point out Eric Armstead is not in there. Let's go back to the point with Nathaniel Hackett and the decision he made to bring somebody in from the outside this week, week 3.
We've seen a lot of head coaches over the years who would say, after taking some criticism in the first couple of games, we'll get it figured out. I got this. Leave us alone. And he said, let's try to fix the problem. And then he went back to what he does best, which is call the plays.
Got a 3rd and 2 with Melvin Gordon in there. And the throw by Wilson.
That's going to be incomplete.
Trying to get it to Alberto Quebenam. Could not find him. And the fans start to react. They booed this team who were on them last week.
3 and out. There we go.
3 and out again.
Going to come right in here, and it looked like some kind of a little hot read, but the timing, you could tell Russell's arm, he kind of started to throw it and had to hold on to it for a second and went right in the dirt.
Just hasn't looked right in the first couple of games on offense. Punt number 2 for Corliss Waitman. Ray McLeod sent all the way back to the 11-yard line. Space to take off. And Ray we pulled down before the 20. Nice tackle by Alex
San Francisco is going to take it at the 19
after this from AWS.
Once we come back here from the quick commercial break. But as you can see, Russ not looking too good. All right, guys, so 280 viewers, 62 likes. We're trying to get to this 100. We need 38 more likes, 38 more thumbs up. And we'll get to 100. So make sure you are smashing that like, that thumbs up button. It is much appreciated. 38. So we can get to this next goal of 100, guys. Thanks for the support. Thanks for being here. Yeah, I mean, we all know that Russell's a decent quarterback, but I don't know. I don't know what Denver needs at this point. They paid him too much money.
Drive for the Niners, starting at their own 19. Juszczyk in motion to Garoppolo. Throws it to Ayuk. Touchdown on the last play. 16 on this one.
Ayuk's looking nice out there.
And a first down with a tackle by the Broncos, Nick Bonito.
A little different look here for the Broncos with two linebackers in here playing the run. So they're going to try and hit this area right in here behind. Instead of a nickel defense, you got those linebackers playing downhill now, trying to take away the big runs. That's what happens when a Jeff Wilson breaks one off for about 50.
The QT looks pretty good for a guy who was not taking part of the regular reps in training camp or OTAs before that. Debo lines up in the backfield and runs to the right flag down.
There is a flag down.
A limited gain as it was
Debo
red
run.
alert, 19 in the backfield. Go get him. DJ Jones, Draymond Jones. Half a dozen guys in blue there for the stop. And then we'll check the flag. Sean Hockley, the referee.
There is no foul on the play. It's second down.
All right, so with that, Melissa Stark.
Second
Mike,
and
we connected
10.
with Garoppolo's surgeon, Dr. Neil Elitrosh, who repaired the tear in the backside of his throwing shoulder. It is a rare injury for quarterbacks. He told us he didn't give Garoppolo the green light to throw with velocity until the end of July. And Garoppolo said that this rehab was almost worse than his torn ACL in 2018 because as a quarterback, you're always thinking about your shoulder.
And now he comes in with very little time with his offense and has to time up all the throws, too. It's been a huge adjustment for a good run here by Jeff Wilson.
Wilson's going to get 6 yards on that run.
The play gets out past the 40-yard line with third and a long 4 coming up. So, Chris, here he was in training camp. You're not part of the team. You're over there on the other field throwing to trainers and other guys.
And they didn't even give him a playbook.
I know.
I mean, that's how far gone he was, or they all thought that he was going to be. And then at the end of the year, a starting job really didn't open up. And so Kyle Shanahan sort of floated out the idea, well, we can't pay you more than Trey Lance, but we can make you a deal, and Jimmy accepted it.
3rd and 4, and the flag is down. Saw the movement up front as it got loud here, and if it's on Denver, it'll be a 49er first down.
Before the snap, false start.
False start.
Offense, number 64. 5-yard penalty. It's third down.
So 3rd and 9 after the false
Jake
start.
Brendel. So he comes to this team now after Trey Lance is out, and that interior, the 2 guards in the center, pretty new in front of him.
Yeah, he said 64. He meant 74. Spencer Burford, who moved early, but now you have the advantage if you are the Denver Broncos. Now they get to unleash their best, which is their pass rushers, Bradley Chubb and Draymond Jones and Randy Gregory. And they need to make a play right here. This offense on Denver needs some help.
And this is going to be a stoppage in play here. What's up, Al Shadow?
Moving the ball to the left hash. It was over on the right hash. And that'll give the fans more of a chance to rile up again. And Jimmy Garoppolo just looked over to Kyle Shanahan and said, give me a play. Let's get another play back in here. And they came out of the huddle.
Anyone notice like Kyle Shanahan looks like really old now?
Side, and
like he aged super fast.
They'll do it on the left side together. Yeah. Defense is left. Third and 9. Broncos bring 5. Garoppolo.
And Garoppolo gets wrapped up. He's going to lose 10 yards.
Josie Jewell was part of the pressure as they dropped some linemen out. And after a first down, the Niners will punt it away.
It's going to be a 3 and out.
So we saw a little bit of this Super Bowl time as well. You get 3 over here. So what happens is it means one-on-one for the backside linebacker, this time against Kyle Juszczyk. Early pressure on that side by Chubb, and Jewell able to clean it up.
Healthy Bradley Chubb will be so much better for this team. Mitch Wisnowski to kick it. That takes advantage of the altitude. 63 yards, and Washington lets it go, and it'll go all the way.
So it's going to be a touchback for the Broncos.
It's like, get me away from that ball, please.
And that's going to lead us to another quick commercial break here, guys. All right, so 301 viewers, 70 likes. We need 30 more, guys. 30 more likes, 30 more thumbs up. and we will hit this 100 mark. So make sure you are smashing that like, that thumbs up button. We need 30 more to get to 100. Thanks for the support, guys. Yo, y'all talking about all these cupcakes in the chat and sweets. And, like, I need to get something. I'm going to have to go at halftime to get something, yo. Something. $25 more, guys. 25 more likes. And we'll hit that 100. We're at 75 now. We just need 25 more. I think the 49ers are going to take this. I predicted them in my my week 3 prediction video. 49ers for the win. Chocolate covered peanut butter filled cookies. What? Chocolate covered peanut butter filled cookies. That sounds crazy. It sounds good though. It sounds good, but it also sounds crazy. Yeah. Chocolate covered peanut butter filled cookies. Immortal, I love carrot cake. I don't like the store bought though. It's got to be homemade with the real cream cheese frosting. You know, the homemade cream cheese frosting. I see you, Dave. I don't even want to like look at my.
Well, we talked about Nathaniel Hackett.
Still waiting for these commercial breaks and all this pregame stuff. Yeah, Buffalo, Milwaukee, Chicago all have similar weather. Yeah, that's because, you know, it's starting to get cold. Hurricane season, multiple hurricanes coming through. It's starting to get wild, bro.
Who was 42 like his son is right now when he got the head coaching job at Pittsburgh. It's a pitch back to Melvin Gordon, who powers forward for
What's up, interesting things?
And Chris, we've seen this offense work, but I thought you hit it so perfectly in the open. It's not an automatic fit when you try to meld a great quarterback like Russell Wilson and your system. It takes a little time.
Well, you think about some of the greatest plays you've seen from Russell Wilson. What are they? He gets back about 10 yards. He scrambles around a little bit, and he finds somebody way down the field. Probably one of, if not the best deep ball thrower in the game. Yet this is a little bit more ball control with the passing game.
Gordon tries to run, and that is a very talented safety.
And Gordon's going to get 1 yard.
Talanoa Hufanga, second year out of USC.
Into 3rd and 5.
He is all over the tape of the win against the Bears in week 1.
He sure was. So many times that I started saying, who is number 29? He was making every single play, and they are just setting him up. He is training with, and it may not surprise you, Troy Polamalu. You got the hair, you've got the style of play. We've seen Polamalu do crazy things.
You cannot compare this kid to Troy. Troy was a different animal.
The same.
8 plays, 11 yards. Fans are going to get on the Broncos if they don't pick up.
You already know I'm down for it, Immortal.
3rd and 5, and Wilson throws. It's incomplete. Want the flag there. Jerry Jeudy,
that's going to be 3 and out.
The ball may have been tipped to take away the PI, and it's 3 straight 3 and outs.
Ball was tipped coming
What's
out.
up, Mile High Club?
It looked like Jeudy still almost came up with the play. But again, that's Mosley, who's had a great start to this game, all over that in coverage. So we have not seen a breakout play by one of these outstanding receivers of the Broncos yet.
Corliss Waitman for the 3rd time. Good rush up the middle. Almost got to Waitman. His 50-yard
fair
punt
catch at the 25 for the 49ers.
To the other 25.
So that'll lead us to a quick little commercial break. Shout outs to Tom Belland and Mile High Club 303 subscribed. Thanks a lot, guys. Welcome to the channel. Thanks for being here. Welcome to the family. 335 viewers. We had 81 likes. We're trying to get to this 100, guys. That's our next goal. We need 19 19 more likes, 19 more thumbs up, guys. And we will hit this next goal of 100. 19 more. Keep it going. Thanks for the support. Shout out to Tom Belland. Turned 60 today. Happy birthday, Tom. Big 49ers fan since the 80s. Happy birthday to you, Tom. Yeah, Jeff, I played a couple years of college ball. Oh, Lake Michigan? Yeah. Well, you know, I'm by Lake Erie here in Buffalo, and as soon as it starts getting any kind of cold, you already know what Lake Erie brings. Oh, shout out to Wendy. Happy early birthday to you, Wendy. That's what's up, Tom. Enjoy your life, man. Enjoy 60.
So if you're a gamer, you want one of these guys. Wide receiver and one running back. Let's call him a wide back. This is Deebo Samuel last year. 5th in receiving yards, 10th in rushing touchdowns, but yards per scrimmage touch, 13, most in NFL history. But now where's Waldo? Where do we find him, Chris?
He's lined up everywhere. You would think wide, but no. In the slot, all right, how about running back? And the funny thing was he went back and visited with some of his friends.
Yeah,
in the
Chad, it is what it is, man.
Said, can you believe I'm still getting away with this stuff?
2-point loss.
Same thing I did in high school.
Couldn't stop him there. Didn't stop him much.
Dang, everybody got birthdays coming up, man.
Doing pretty darn well here in the NFL.
TYK, happy birthday to you tomorrow.
Drive forward for the Niners, starting at the 25. Toss in the backfield. It is Jeff Wilson who's met quickly. Loss of a couple of yards.
Wilson's going to lose a yard on the run. Second and 11.
Out with a calf injury. He's come back and had an impact in this first quarter.
All right, they make another change. Now they're going to bring K'Wan Williams over here off the edge and just play with one linebacker, and it works beautifully this time. Get the early pressure, pull the fullback out of the way, and Josie Jewell, welcome back.
Yeah, when that clock ran out, it was just so disappointing. All right, second and 11.
After the loss of one, Garoppolo scans and throws high but brought down.
Nice catch by Deebo.
Across the 40,
18 yards.
42-yard line, a gain of 18.
This is
prediction
where
for tomorrow.
He is best. These little in cuts, the no fear zone, as you would
call
it. You go inside, you don't know how you're going to get hit. You don't know by whom you're going to be hit. You just know you're going to be hit. And he does not care. He's built like a tank.
42 pitch back. It is Wilson, left for about 3 yards. I'm glad you said it's a perfect description. When we met with him yesterday, walked in the room, he's just so powerful and big and strong, and takes that with that fearlessness to go in the middle and go deliver the blow.
Yeah, and that time you got to see a little bit of his blocking ability, but he's such a fun, charming guy, right?
Yes, yeah.
You go, he can't possibly be that nasty. Then you just watch him crack back on that play. He's that nasty.
Looks in the back again, 4 on the last run. And about 3 on this one. He's pulled back down to set up.
So funny series because I'm 35.
Yeah,
I'm wishing I could be 25 again.
Is worried about though is he has almost
that's
no
how it goes though
whatsoever at the running back position, and so he would love to get into some of these 2-back sets. But he doesn't want to put Deebo Samuel back there all the time. And he doesn't want to run Jeff Wilson all the time because he just doesn't think physically he's going to be able to hold up to that kind of carry load.
Wilson's out. Jordan Mason, undrafted rookie out of Georgia Tech. making his debut. Just before the play clock expires, Garoppolo
quick throw, and that's going to be incomplete to Ayuk, and that's going to be a 3-and-out.
Very strong rookie season.
So Denver's defense is actually stepping up a little bit, keeping it close.
Samuel would have had a touchdown. Garoppolo just did not look this way. The Broncos completely blow the coverage. Nobody there. He would have strolled into the end zone, but Garoppolo was looking left.
So Montrell Washington, that speedster's back there, rookie out of Samford.
They kicked away from him the first time, didn't even keep it on the field.
Yeah, 10 years.
On the 10.
That's what running backs have, 10 years on average.
Wisnowski killed that perfectly at the 6-yard line. Ideal 45-yard kick. Well, next Sunday night, we go to Tampa, and we see two of the marquee
next Sunday night, that's going to be a good one, guys. Kansas City and Tampa Bay. It's going to be a good one.
Mahomes and the Chiefs, Brady and the Buccaneers. Sunday Night Football. It starts at 7 Eastern. Be sure to make your Sunday Night 7 picks on the free-to-play NBC Sports Predictor app. Game, of course, available on Peacock as well.
The league got a little more interesting today, didn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Buffalo
Robo
got
looked
beat.
like a pretzel if you ran up the middle.
Place. How about the New York Giants? How about Philadelphia? Those two teams got beat. Everybody kind of coming back to the pack here a bit.
The last three undefeated teams, Miami, Philadelphia, and the Giants, who played tomorrow night against Dallas. Looking for a first down.
Russell, deep throw in the middle. That's a catch.
Across the middle. Big play with Cortland Sutton.
Cortland Sutton
Across the 40-yard line.
showing up.
The first down ends the first quarter.
All right, so Denver's offense showing some life here
Gain of 35
as we end the first quarter. Your score is 7, 49ers, Broncos 0. All right, so almost in the second quarter, guys. We have 348 viewers, 94 likes. We need 6 more likes, 6 more thumbs up, and we'll get over this 100 mark, guys. 6 more likes, 6 more thumbs up. Thanks for the support, everybody. Thanks for being here on this Sunday night. Yeah, next Sunday, it's going to be a pretty good Sunday night football. Might do a cash giveaway next Sunday. Yeah, we might make that happen. Ooh, tore the bicep tendon. Bengals got the Dolphins. Yeah, Bengals won today. They bounced back against the Jets. D-Real, Kick Live, no problem, man. Thanks for being here. Jeff Nelson, thanks a lot, man. Byron Parker, you too. Shout out to Byron Parker for subscribing as well. Thanks for the subscription and welcome to the family, bro. So, to everyone who know me, or if you guys are new, I'm just chilling tonight. Just a chill vibe on the stream tonight. You know, normally I'm super hype, but that Bills game and the Green Bay game took a lot out of me. So, letting Chris Collinsworth do most of the heavy lifting tonight. I'm just chilling with y'all. Loudest pop my body ever made. Man, I could imagine. I'll be honest, like, I still hit the gym regularly, and I haven't went for like a month, and I feel like I haven't went in like at least 6. So I got to get back ASAP. Like, next week I'm definitely back at it hard because I can't miss any more time.
Cup winning skier. She's been so great over the years. She is excited. Her season starts in about 3.5 weeks. Wanted to come see the Broncos and Russell Wilson in person. Russ back to work. Look out!
And Russ is sacked.
He's brought down. Ball
He's going to lose 3 yards.
They say Kerry Hyder just gets the sack. No forced fumble, but the vet gets Wilson.
Just nobody open. This is perfect protection. You cannot blame Garrett Bowles for this one. Hyder's going to come around the edge, but he's blocked. This is strictly a coverage sack all the way. 3 routes run to the left side.
I keep telling people you gotta stay in the gym.
There's simply nothing there.
You gotta stay in the gym. You gotta keep moving. As long as you keep moving, you should be all right.
Had a stint with the 49ers as well. Mike Boone is the back. Second down, Wilson's throw is complete. It is Sutton again. Portland only to the 44-yard line. Set up 3rd and 6 in this second quarter's first minute.
Yeah, I was talking to D'Amico Ryans a little bit about playing defense with this group out here. I said, just describe your defense. And he said, we're a hungry, swarming wolf pack. Whoever gets there first, here comes the pack in behind. And that's what you see on the field. This team hustles as much as any team on defense you'll see.
On 3rd and 6, here come the Niners. Wilson's throw.
Nice pass, and that's caught. Jerry Jeudy for 16 yards.
To the 40-yard line. Gain of 16. They're happy to have Jeudy back. Got injured in the first quarter against Houston last week.
Just a great play by Cortland Sutton. Watch this. He's going to pick off this guy. So the wheel route going up the boundary. So the giveth and taketh away, right, with the same sort of pick play. But that was a great one by Sutton that time because you really didn't think it was a pick. You thought it was a collision.
From the 40, here's Wilson. We're throwing on this drive.
That's going to be incomplete.
Trying to go right back
Second
to
and 10.
Jeudy. They have Jeudy in the lineup. They also have KJ Hamler, who was out for the last game. So there are some passing options for the opposing quarterback tonight, Wilson.
Mike, there are some things out
Jimbo,
here
just get
going
back in the
on
gym,
that
yo.
They're just
Change
not
your diet.
together. That was an option route that time by
It's not
Jeudy.
over at 36,
and
yo.
Russell thought he was
I'll be
going to turn to
36
the outside.
next month.
He turned back to the inside.
Keep moving.
That's the nuances within this offense that they have not mastered yet.
They play here with Melvin Gordon. The veteran gets a couple. It'll be 3rd and 8 coming up. So it's a new offense for Russell Wilson. He had done things in Seattle, had multiple coordinators, so it's not like that's anything drastically new. But there's no preseason action for Wilson. So you go week 1 to Seattle in that cauldron and all the emotion around the return of the guy who was here for a decade and all the other stuff that came with it. And it's been rusty week 1, week 2, and we'll see him more week 3.
I just remember Aaron Rodgers starting inside this same offense, right?
Yep.
And if you want to go all the way back, it's really probably more Kyle Shanahan's offense. You know, I mean, this is all very inside football.
So 3rd and 8.
That's the way that it is. It's just going to take a little while.
3rd and 8. Wilson, nothing open. Looks to escape.
Wilson's going to try to run,
A
and
yard or so out of his penalty marker.
it's a yard. There's a flag down.
It's back in the backfield. So the last scrimmage was the 38, which would have had a 56-yard field goal attempt from there. So if they back him up 10, that's the decision Kyle Shanahan is mulling right now. If you back them up and stop them, they're out of field goal range. So where Wilson scrambled, it would be a gain of a couple.
Holding. Offense number 73. This penalty's declined. The play results in 4th down.
So 4th and 7 after 49ers decline the offensive hold.
Nick Bosa, look at him with that sprinter stance, that right arm back, and Fleming's going to hook him around the neck right there to get the call. So now an opportunity, though. At least they get the chance,
so now this
right?
is going to lead them to go for the score, which I don't understand why you wouldn't just
within his
push
range.
them back.
Within his range.
But it was a quick decision. The field goal unit was right out there as soon as he said declined. So that operation worked well. McManus from 55
All right,
yards.
so Denver's on the board after the field goal, 3-7.
From 63. So Shanahan
Kind of weird.
declines the penalty, keeps them in field goal range. McManus gets to 3.
Quick commercial break, guys. So no, I will say this: like I'll be 35 next or 36 next month. Try to give myself a year. Now I'll be 36 next month, and I'll tell you this: I've always been like athletic, And the last year I started going to the gym heavy, primarily because of COVID and all that stuff. It kept me in the house. And what's crazy is I actually, up until probably last month, I actually run faster, albeit at a shorter pace, but I run faster than what I used to in my 20s. So you're definitely not old. You just got to keep moving. Stay active, change up your diet, and you know, for the most part, I feel good. Most people don't realize the mental aspect of your life plays a big part into the physical. So as long as you're physically, you know, moving and happy and at least putting in the I'm not going to say the bare minimum because you should always do more, but as long as you're doing enough to stay physically fit, then you will never get old, as they say. I'm 18 and just learning how to take. Man, it's never too late to learn. You got to take the time out, you know. At 18, man, there's so many things that I would tell my 18-year-old self. But as far as taking care of yourself, man, just keep eating. You know, everybody's like, oh, fruits, vegetables. No, without a doubt, you want to keep the majority of your food green, bro. Keep majority of your food green, and you know, cut down on your meat consumption. That's without a doubt. That'll be my my advice to you. Hustle construction, yeah, man. 36. All right, we're getting back to the game soon here. Get through these commercial breaks.
Oh, his shoulder looks good. We should have thought about making a deal.
They didn't know, right?
They didn't know.
You couldn't get him, check it out. He has the surgery. Melissa detailed that. And Garoppolo walks back in.
Yeah, more greens. I wouldn't say cut out meat completely, but definitely watch your intake and eat more greens than you do meat.
The 15-yard line. So Garoppolo told everybody after the NFC Championship game lost to LA, farewell.
I'll miss you guys. So thank you guys again. Faithful, thank you very much for everything. It's been crazy, man. Just all the comebacks at Levi's, comebacks on the road, ups and downs. It's been a hell of a ride, guys.
Sorry to hear that, Jeff.
Well, that's crazy. And what did he say when he sat down with us? Yeah, this whole thing is crazy.
Yeah,
it's tough.
I said, did you have a little chip on your shoulder like, oh, you need me now?
Life is a learning experience every day, man.
You know, just human nature. You have to. I mean, it is the strangest of all situations, but for him to play the way he's playing and only be in this offense the last 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
Floating here.
Throw and a catch to Debo for 32 yards.
Samuel got matched up with the linebacker, and Josie Jewell couldn't chase him down, and Samuel took it all the way to the 46.
Oh, it's just not fair. Shanahan sees these matchups. He knew he's going to have one-on-one with his best receiver against an inside linebacker, and Garoppolo, you could tell, just said, let me just make sure he can catch this thing, because that had a chance to go all the way, too. That big smile.
That's true, Philip.
Already has 68 receiving yards.
Well, at least you can prolong it. You can prolong it by making a little bit of better decisions.
Holding flag coming in here on the Niners. Denver, penalties an issue for the Broncos. The first two games,
mixed up the cardio and the lifting,
team in the league. No penalties thus far.
Yeah, you got to mix it up.
There were 2 fouls on the play, both by the offense. Illegal shift, number 3. This penalty's declined. Holding, number 74. This penalty will be enforced 10 yards from the previous spot. Replay, first down.
So first and long coming up. That's Spencer Burford again. Rookie out of Texas, San Antonio, 4th-round pick.
Yeah, he's going to be the guy with the focus on him for a little while, but there is a belief in San Francisco that this interior three that really has very little playing experience at all. Brindle, the center, played 6 snaps in 21. Banks played 5, and Burford's a rookie. But they think that ultimately they're going to be better than what they had last year.
1st and 20 after the penalty. Broncos bring 4, but Garoppolo protected. Kittle across the middle. Penalty yardage.
Kittle's going to get 11 yards.
To the 48-yard line. Melissa.
Mike, I talked to Jimmy's brothers, Mike and Billy, who have been his managers ever since he came to San Francisco, and they had boxed up everything in their houses, thinking a trade would happen. So Billy wasn't prepared for his usual post-game duties last Sunday, a party at his house. When the guests showed up, they asked, where is everything? Jimmy said a lot of box cutters were involved. It was a mad scramble, but they were, of course, very happy to be doing it.
Yeah, packed up and ready to go. Who knew where? Washington, Indianapolis. Did somebody get hurt? He goes nowhere. So the brothers unpack the boxes. They're going to be hosting post-game after the game's in Levi's now. 2nd and 9, Garoppolo.
Throw. Man, that's going to be incomplete. 3rd and 9.
As those two have been seeing a bit of each other in the game's first 20 minutes.
Ayuk, one of the more physical receivers in the game, and you saw a left jab come out. I was a little surprised there was no offensive on that one. But I would have liked to have had that one in my hip pocket back in the day. That was good.
What, the jab?
Yeah.
As a receiver?
Boom, that was good.
So you want the jab, you want the gloves, you want the whole deal.
I do. Paycheck.
Yeah, after this year with the receivers, you're right. Almost TV money. 3rd and 9. Place getting loud. Broncos bring 4. It's out quick. Debo Samuel couldn't get out of
Samuel
6 guys
trying to push, and it's going to be short.
3 yards shy of a first down. On 4th down, Niners are ready to kick it away.
Samuel,
yeah, I think it's the right call, too, because you've seen the Broncos struggling a bit on the offensive side.
And we have an injured player on the field. It's Samuel.
Wow.
For San Francisco.
Come on.
Big collision there. You saw 5 or 6 players around Debo Samuel, and that's the player who's so vital to this offense. And in that big group of players, Samuel stays down.
That's not good. It's going to lead us to a quick commercial break, guys. Debo Samuel is down on the play. All right, guys, so our next goal here is going to be 150 likes, 150 thumbs up. We're at 117 now. I'm sorry, 118. We just got one more. The next goal is going to be 150, so we just need 32 more likes, 32 more thumbs up, and we'll get to that 150 goal. Thanks for the support, guys. Thanks for everyone being here on the Sunday night football. Your 49ers, Denver Broncos. Does it look bad? You couldn't really tell. He was literally in a pile of people and then just laying there. So it didn't show exactly, what happened or how it happened. He was literally just laying there. So I'm sure they'll show us when they come back.
Blue tent. Here's a half dozen Broncos hitting him. And then one of his own guys get in there as well.
Yeah, it's the great part about Deebo Samuel is that he never quits. The hard part of that is that you take shots like that.
No problem, Wendy. Thanks a lot. Thanks for being here.
Short of the fourth down as they look at him in the medical tent. Mitch Wishnowsky will try to pin the Broncos back in deep again, as he did in the last possession. Washington runs away from it, and this one popped back in. It's where the man is in the NFL, not the ball. And he did stay off the line and keep it alive, so it's at the 1.
So think about the play in basketball where you can jump out of bounds and push it back across the line. That's exactly what we're talking about. Did his feet leave? I assume that ball didn't hit that line.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at.
Did his feet leave before and it didn't touch down? Everything looks good as long as that...
You see the long snapper in there.
Did the ball hit the line? That would be my question.
Yep. Tabor Pepper, the long snapper, kind of tipped it back so Ross Dwelly could get there. Let's look here.
That is right. Ooh. Come on, Terry. That's why you get the big bucks, man.
I don't see it clear and obvious that it hit the line. It may have, but there's not a shot yet that tells me it has. Conclusively.
Yeah, Terry, a sensational play by the 49ers special teams, pinning them all the way back at the 1. Let's see, are the Broncos going to challenge this? They have. I see the red flag over there. So the play, like you talked about, relative to the basketball, keeping it alive, Samuel Womack, the rookie, went in there to go do that.
Denver is challenging the ruling on the field that the play was not a touchback.
They haven't said yet how Deebo is.
Special teams for San Francisco. Will it pin Denver back at the 1? We'll go back and examine all of these replays a bit more closely.
Assuming they'll probably say something about him once we come back from this quick commercial break. So check this out. I had a 14-leg parlay up until this last game, which I had San Francisco by 1.5. I only missed 3 out of 14. You want to know what those 3 are? The New England Patriots, Kansas City Chiefs, and guess who else? The Buffalo Bills. I got every single one right except those 3. Pending this last game. 14 leg. I only missed 3. In which Kansas City and the Bills should have been automatics. But even still, the New England Patriots would have cost me the parlay. Unbelievable. $11 for 14. Right? Like, so just imagine though, if New England would have won, Kansas City Chiefs would have won, and the Bills would have won, I would probably be having like a cash out option of at least like 100,000 right now. At least 100,000. Easy. I just needed those 3 teams to win, and I could have had an early cash out for like 100 grand. Straight blown up. Yeah, I'm not even mad. I mean, for me to pick 11 out of 14 teams right, I think I kind of know what I'm doing. I probably should have just pick those 11 games and I'd be up right now. Huge. Yeah, I had the Bears on this one. Let me see if you guys can see that. Maybe not. Probably because the screen's not going to show it. But, here, I'll do this. I'll put it on the screen in a second. Let's get back to the game. It's crazy.
This one, anywhere that I've seen.
But if it were a touchdown, the ball crossing the plane of the line would be enough, but not here.
Ruling on the field stands as called. It's first down at the half-yard line.
Chris, that's a great point because the tip of the ball broke the plane.
They have all those kind of rules.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on, man. Let's have it one way or the other here. But that's the reason. That's how they get these TV jobs.
For a touchdown,
because there's complications.
Chris, for a touchdown, it's in player possession, and that's all it's got to do is break the plane. But here, it's a loose ball. It's got to touch something.
Have you ever been to the referees meetings that they have?
I like these guys.
They're beautiful.
These guys are saviors for us, right?
They argue over stuff like that all the time. It's so much fun.
Hey, that's a well-coached, terrifically planned out special teams unit on coverage. They did that ideally. They all knew what they were doing. They all deserved the shout out. Broncos have 99 yards to go. And they'll get a couple of them here with Javonte Williams running hard off the goal line to the 7-yard line. So they got a pair of backs. Javonte Williams in his second year, the second-round pick out of North Carolina, and the veteran Melvin Gordon. And Chris, their numbers were almost exactly the same last year.
Yeah, Javonte Williams is really special. Melvin Gordon as well. But I think Javonte is sort of the fan favorite around here, and justifiably so. Over 1,200 yards from scrimmage. He's an excellent receiver as well. When we met him, he's not that big a guy, but man, does he run powerfully.
Second and 3 for Wilson. That one gets out on time. It's caught by Cortland Sutton. The first down for the Broncos at the 13-yard line. Emmanuel Mosley knocks him out. But the chains moves.
And think of how many times in Aaron Rodgers' offense you see that. You've got the DB playing off 6 or 7 yards. And Russell Wilson said, thank you very much, and just take it, right? And that is sort of the essence of this thing. And then as you draw the defense up towards you, then you have some opportunities down the field.
This time it's Williams.
Williams is going to get 4 yards.
We're watching veteran players retrain the brain, get out of the things they've done for a decade and learn the new tricks.
We saw that Montrell Washington, number 12, had an impact in the kicking game. Now they're going to use him to draw attention, fake the jet sweep, and open up a hole in there for Javonte Williams to run. This Montrell Washington, he's still learning the offense, but he is really electric when he's on the field.
5th-round pick out of Samford. Played a dozen snaps against Houston last week. Toss Williams, couple of blockers out there. Gets to the 20-yard line. 3 shy of the first down. 3rd down coming up. Tashawn Gibson, veteran, playing in the back end of the safety. Up to make the stop.
Yeah, there's Debo over there. Hope he's okay. We talked about Hufanga and what a great job he's been doing. But Tashawn Gibson on the back end is that veteran who I think is sort of helping Hufanga just go play crazy, right? Just go out there, let's attack. You go do your thing, and I'll make sure we cover the rest of it.
You mean like Ryan Clark used to do for Troy Polamalu?
You're right.
Just keep me honest. I got you. By the way, we hear Debo's okay. He's going to come back in, they believe, next series or 2.
So there it is. Debo's coming back.
5 in the pattern for Wilson. He'll step up.
Wilson, quick pass, and that's going to be a first down.
Where Sutton caught it, the contact was made. They'll mark him out at the 35, and from the 1-yard line, or 25, I should say, the Broncos moving it up the field.
Well, you just see more little details out of Russell Wilson. Watch him step up and through, but not try and run. Keep his eyes down the field and find his clutch receiver on the outside. It was Cortland Sutton a week ago that really opened up this offense. Another big play.
There goes Washington again. There goes Williams again. Into the
Williams, big first down.
17 to the 42-yard line for Javonte.
Broncos showing a little bit of life. A little bit of life, guys.
What you have to be able to do is double team these guys back into the linebackers. And if you can do that, see how they locked up Fred Warner there, their middle linebacker? Not only did they get the double team, but they got the push up to Fred Warner. You take him out of the play, you make big runs. Now an opportunity down the field with the ball.
The 41, draw, Williams up the middle again. And this
Williams, another 9-yard run.
Being run on by the Broncos on this drive. That's 9 yards out to midfield
Ball's
now.
on the 50.
All right, Mike, they have their attention now. Now they're dropping a safety down in here as well. So what you're getting is man-to-man coverage on the outside. So now Russell Wilson may look out there and go, okay, now if I want to try something with Judy, with Sutton to take a shot down the field, a better opportunity because they're having to bring a safety down to help in the run game.
And on 2nd and 1, it is play action. Wilson steps up.
Wilson, pitch play, he gets it off.
And on the run is
Melvin Gordon making a play.
Dangerously close to the line. He got rid of it. First down for the Broncos.
Come on. That was awesome. Now here's Russell Wilson being his creative best. He's got the ball tucked. He does a chest pass from basketball out to Gordon, who just takes off. That's what you want. You want the magic of Russell Wilson to be a complementary part of this offense.
A little bit of the ad-lib, which is a little bit of what made Russell Wilson a 9-time Pro Bowler in his 10 years at Seattle. And you see there was a part of the body straddling midfield, which was the line of scrimmage, so that is not an illegal forward pass. It is a gain of 22. It's a medical timeout as Aziz Al-Shire comes off the field for San Francisco.
Yeah, and this is one of the rare times that we've seen the Denver Broncos putting something together. There's a sequence, and you really don't get an idea of what anybody is like as a play caller until you can see them put a drive like this together.
Okay.
This drive started at the 1. It's now at the San Francisco 28.
Again, man coverage on the outside if they like it.
So calm down, Madden.
Ooh. Whoa.
What a hit.
See him coming, tiptoeing, sprinting, hitting.
It's a 6-yard loss on Gordon.
Talanoa Hufanga.
2nd and 16.
Well, it's only about the 50th time I've seen it so far.
No.
You would think somebody would account for him in one of these games, but they don't. But he really times it out, and it does remind you of Polamalu.
Totally.
You know, I mean, Polamalu used to get to the point where he would time out and jump over the pile and make plays on 4th and 1. He has a little bit of that magic as well.
Loss of 6. Wilson fires.
Wilson quick throw is
Looks like a little
incomplete.
hesitation with Sutton
3rd and
Wilson
16.
on that one. It'll bring up a 3rd and long.
Perfect throw that time by Russell Wilson. It was Sutton who knew there was a safety sitting back there in Gibson and just stopped short. If he had just run through the ball, I think his body would have protected him there.
Sutton was a stud in the 4th quarter against Houston, as the Broncos had a rally at home last week in field goal range here at the 34. They need to get to the 18 for a first down.
Can't take the sack here, though.
From the 5, Wilson.
And there's a sack.
That'll be brought down, and they
That
take
49ers defense stepping it up. That's a loss of
43-yard line.
7.
Drake Jackson,
And I think
the
that will
rookie
get them out of
USC,
field goal
who's flashed a snap or two in
range.
pass rush situations, gets there, and the Broncos will punch it away.
There it is.
Yeah, and what did Kyle Shanahan say about this guy? Drake Jackson down here at the bottom of the screen. They said he is going to end up being a special one. And here he comes. You could see the blitz look. And for Russell Wilson, I think that it was 3rd and long. He had to recognize that and just get rid of the football so they could put 3 points on the board.
Field goal attempt from here would have been 59 yards. They choose to punch it with Waitman. Denver tries to down it, and they'll get it at the 2-yard line. The credit to their special teams, as Waitman's able to pin them deep. 2:27 left. Chance to remind you that Sunday Night Football's.
All right, so we're going to take a quick commercial break. I'm just going to throw up this parlay on the screen real quick. You guys can see it. There you go. You'll see I had the Vikings, Titans, Bears, Jaguars, Falcons, Green Bay. You see it's all right there. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy.
touchdown carry. He gains about 4. We got to meet with the new ownership group a little bit on Friday. They are so excited to be a part of this amazing, loyal fan base.
They are, and I think that the Denver Broncos fans are happy to have resolution, aren't you?
Yes.
Just kind of, let's get that, let's move on. They've got a great owner that has plenty to invest.
Wild. They brought a lot of folks into the ownership group, including Condoleezza Rice and Sir Lewis Hamilton as well. And you see Rob Walton as we hit the 2-minute warning.
All right,
here in
so
Denver.
another commercial break. So I'll put the parlay up so you guys can see it on the screen. It's wild. It's so wild. I was 3 games away. So that's the second half of the parlay. And here's the first half. Here's the first half. I hate this screen grab sometimes. It doesn't work. But there it is. That's the second half. It was for like 190,000. And if I'd have just had the Ravens, the Colts, and Miami winning, I probably would have a cash out option of pending this game for like 120, somewhere around there, 120. They should have been 3 easy games. But because New England lost, then obviously Kansas City and the Bills. Down the drain. Who picked the Jaguars to beat to beat the Chargers, huh? Who picked the Titans to beat the Raiders? Packers over Tom Brady. I did. But I didn't get the other stuff right, so that's how it goes. That is how it goes, unfortunately. Crazy. Yeah, Colts upset. 3 points. You know, that's how it goes. It's wild.
Lights at halftime, so the 2 quarterbacks, Jimmy Garoppolo and Russell Wilson, have moved the ball at times, but only 10 points to show for it in the first half. And those 2 head coaches are also the play callers. They are staying busy here trying to find what's right. Interesting play here, Chris. 2nd and 7 at the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, what's
a swing play? If the Broncos make a stop,
that was just a $5 bet. $5 for 190,000.
Jeff Wilson is the back Tebow. Inside handoff as he's back in the game. They'll stop him, and the timeout will be taken by Denver. Right away, it was Nathaniel Hackett getting to the official on his sideline to say, I want this timeout. So Denver has 1 remaining, and as we were watching that play, the punt down at the 1-yard line earlier in the quarter, remember Denver did challenge, so they lost a timeout there, and they lost the ability to earn a 3rd challenge, so down to 1 for the rest of the game.
I think Jerry Rossberg was involved in that one.
Probably.
Right?
First time involved in it, right?
I'm sure he probably said, hey, if we make a play, let's take a timeout here. And not that Nathaniel wouldn't have thought about it anyway, but I would say that communication probably happened for the first time in this game.
You see the guy next to him, Chris, he's thumbing through a bunch of pages. A lot of the teams have printouts because you can't have the computers that access all the decisions that you make as you game manage up there.
Yeah.
Huge play right here.
All right, 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4, use check. Split out as one of the 3 receivers to the right of Garoppolo. Garoppolo from his goal line.
Garoppolo's going to run, and he's going to get the first down.
However, there's a flag down back at the 1-yard line.
Remember, if there's a hold in the end zone, I don't think it was, but if there is, it's a safety.
Ooh.
Holding. Offense, number 69.
Wow.
The penalty's half the distance to the goal. Replay, 3rd down.
They say it happens outside the end zone. Mike McGlinchey guilty of the hold, the right tackle.
Here we go. Two very good tackles on this team, but two very good pass rushers as well. You could see that Randy Gregory, who came over from the Cowboys, was loaded up on that one.
It was interesting. It was the first grab that you saw at the 1 yard line. Then you saw another twist in the end zone. So if you say he did it on the first one, that's why the flag was at the 1 and it wasn't a safety. And that's exactly what Hackett is asking. Only half the distance, so even with the hold, it's
Jimmy
only
G
3rd
ran.
and 9. And Garoppolo out quick.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Incomplete for Jawan Jennings. Randy Gregory's big arm got up in the way.
So 3 and out.
And the incompletion stops the clock with $1:43 to go.
They really have two dynamic playmakers on the outside. Here's Randy
No problem,
Gregory
Serious
again.
Biz. Thanks for being here.
This way this time, just to add a little space. They're able to get his hands up. And two very different players. Gregory, a real speed guy. And on the other side, Bradley Chubb, 275 pounds, probably weighs 30 pounds more. But he's a little bit more of the power.
Wisnowski has more room than the Miami punter, who punted it into the personal protector's backside in the game against Buffalo today. Wisnowski, it's a good one for the 42-yard line. He goes Montrell Washington. Around midfield, he pinballs there, and it's good field position for Wilson and the Broncos with 92 seconds left. So Russell Wilson, Super Bowl champ in his early 30s, gave up a lot to get him here to be the guy in Denver. 3 players in Locke and Fant and Shelby Harris, and a 1 and a 2 this year and next, and another 5th rounder in 2022. So a lot went out, and a lot went out in terms of the checkbook as well to sign Russell in the hopes that number 11 will be the right one since Peyton Manning in 2016, finding the right starting quarterback to bring the Broncos back to the playoffs.
And we know it's going to get there eventually. It hasn't gotten there again tonight. So Denver's sitting there with 3 points on the board. Russell Wilson made a mistake on the last one, taking the sack.
From midfield, Wilson swings it out to Javonte Williams, gets the sideline, just a
2 yards.
Tagged on the sideline,
2nd and 8.
No flag. Denver sideline was quick to say, should that be a 15-yarder? I think he was right on the line.
Oh, that was close. I saw one official sort of grab for the flag and then take his hand off.
Too. So they don't huddle even though the clock was stopped as he went out of bounds. 1:27 left. Wilson throws. But incomplete. It was high. Hard for him to reel in.
Incomplete.
We'll have 3rd down coming up.
It's an incomplete pass. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 8.
Yeah, on the move. Just misses this one. A little too far in front. And it doesn't look like much, but that would have turned it into, say, 3rd and 4 instead of 3rd and 9. Really need a play out of Russell Wilson right here. Cortland Sutton's been his guy.
That's going to be a false start.
Was anxious.
False start. Offense, number 10. It's a 5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
And we talked about the penalty problems of the Broncos. 25 in the first 2 games, 7 more than any other team in the first 2 games of the season. But only 2 penalties here. The first one was for 0 yards. It was a hold on that punt that was down at their own 1-yard line. And then that 5-yarder, but that one is big.
Now let's take a look. We got Sutton down at the bottom with the ex-receiver. It looks like, let's see if they rotate over his way. Looks like they are.
3rd and 13. Wilson stepping up. A flag is down as Russell takes off.
Russell's going to run, but there is a flag down.
But again, the good pressure off the edge forced Wilson to escape and may have forced the flag.
Yeah, they're just grabbing. That time it was Garrett Bowles.
Holding. Offense, number 72. It's a 10-yard penalty. Replay, 3rd down.
You hear us talk about it's all about the get off, right? If you get the good speed up the field, then they really have no choice but to grab you going around Ebicom that time with a big play. So we had the missed pass. We had back-to-back penalties to take them out of what would have been a possible field goal situation.
Yeah, you're in Denver. You get the ball at midfield. You're 1 first down from a legit field goal attempt.
So
instead, they've gone backwards 14 yards. And it's third about a quarter of the field. Third and 23. Wilson protected. Short pass, and Alberto Cuevas will take it out.
Back, so
49-yard line.
11.
First catch of the night for Alberto, with a minute 6 left now.
49.
San Francisco. I believe it's San Francisco took the timeout. It is. Okay, I just saw Sean Hockley point in the other direction, but it's a 49er timeout. They'll have 2 remaining, and they'll get the ball back.
Interesting game so far, hasn't it? We've seen flashes of really good stuff out of both offenses. But the one thing that we knew coming in here was that both of these defenses to date have played really well. I mean, this has been 2 of the best defenses in football.
Well, they both played Seattle, and then San Francisco opened with Chicago in the monsoon at Soldier Field, and Denver played Houston. So both teams knew this was going to be the best test that they've had to this point in terms of quality of opponent. Waitman with the kick, fair catch signaled and made at the 10-yard line by Ray McCloud. Final minute, Niners have 2 timeouts.
So,
gotta work down.
Yeah, we're going to take a quick little commercial break again, guys. We have 418 viewers, 136 likes. We need 14 more likes, 14 more thumbs up, guys, and that'll get us to that 150 mark. So make sure you are smashing that like, that thumbs up button. It is much appreciated. I do thank you guys for the support. We need 14 more likes gets us to that 150 mark. Jeff Nelson, yeah, man, I'm just chilling. For this game, at least, just for tonight. It's been a crazy day. And I'm freezing. Extra cold, bro. Debo is back. They said Debo is back, ready to play. So he was back on the field, so he should be good to go. To week 4. I mean, there's going to be a lot to digest this week 3, without a doubt. I mean, just looking over the ridiculous losses that happened, and you know, the way the Jaguars are playing, and it's a lot to digest and look through over the next few days before and we basically go over week 4. So I'll have my prediction video ready and everything by Wednesday. So make sure you're on the lookout for that as we get to this commercial break here. Yeah, like it feels like it's super late, but it's only 9:49. I think that's the problem. Like it feels like it's mad late.
Shanahan gets to visit, and Nathaniel Hackett's now the head coach of the Broncos, and his dad Paul is around. Watching the grandkids and checking in. It's really neat. It's got to be a great night for Paul and Mike to watch their sons go head-to-head, these second-generation head coaches on Sunday Night Football. Garoppolo from the 11. Pass is incomplete. Brandon Ayuk couldn't pause and come back to haul it in.
It's a good read, though, by Garoppolo. He saw what was going on. Kareem Jackson was sitting there in that lurk position in the middle of the field, so he knew if he let him in there, it might get picked. A veteran play by a veteran quarterback. It didn't work, but it didn't end up an interception.
So Jeff Nelson basically increases the ranking
good defense,
and the search.
Good special teams have forced a lot of long fields for these offenses. San Francisco's 3rd straight drive starting inside their own 20. And 5 of their 7 drives have started with 80 yards or more to go. Deebo Samuel next to Garoppolo. Jimmy seeking, throws. Kittle's got it. And they gain 2, maybe 3 yards here. Broncos have 1 timeout. 43 seconds left, and
there goes the timeout.
For injury. With injury. Yep. That is the third edge rusher, Browning, shaken up. Baron Browning, the third-round pick out of Ohio State, with the athletic training staff out to look at him.
Left.
And he's a good one. They really think that he could be a special guy. 14. He's been playing a lot of inside linebacker. They've been moving him out to the edge.
Yeah, so I'm hearing
to relieve Bradley Chubb
New York,
and Randy Gregory.
9:51.
This is a concern.
Yeah, you see the athletic training staff looking at that leg and knee area. Of course, Nathaniel Hackett being reminded by Sean Hockley that the injury carries the automatic timeout for Denver, so it's their last. All right, so I lose the bet tonight. I almost said Paul Hackett. How many times were we almost going to call Kyle Mike, Paul Nathaniel, or Sean Hockley Ed?
Well, it's a little weird for me too, because Paul Hackett recruited me at USC,
right.
And of course Mike was my offensive coordinator at the University of Florida. So these guys I know well, and I knew their kids when they were about 1 year old running around the practice field.
And there's Mike, who still watches film of the Niners. He's involved watching the games on a regular basis. There's Browning being helped off and talking it through. He'll get further examination. Here he was.
Thanks a lot, Timothy. Thanks for the support, man. Without a doubt.
Yeah, the one thing that Mike and Kyle definitely
much love to all you
common,
guys,
though, was that honesty. I mean, they will tell you exactly what they're thinking, and you may not always like it, but generally
yeah, it's straight dark over here, man. What's up, Ron Duffney? What's up, bro?
42 seconds left. It's 3rd and 7. 49ers back up at their own 14.
Incomplete pass, though, would give the Broncos a chance.
So they keep it on the ground with Deebo Samuel, who will spin. He'll get hit at the 15-yard line. But because the injury forced the Broncos to use the timeout, nothing happens, and I'm going to guess we'll just skip the punt and get to halftime.
That's a good call there by Kyle Shanahan. No reason to give them a chance, get the ball back. It's the right call.
And both teams are locker room bound, and we are studio bound in 15 seconds.
All right, guys, so that's going to lead us down to a halftime. Your score is 7, 49ers 3, Denver Broncos. All right, so defensive battle. It's this is a chess match right now. If you're looking for that explosive offense, it's not happening yet. Denver does get the ball back after the half. With that said, guys, who's ready for some trivia? Modern trivia. Hop in the chat, hop in the comments. Let me know what you guys want to do. If you want to do football or if you just want to do regular modern trivia. All right, so we got one for regular, one for football. Kathy Valdez, how you doing? All the way from Tijuana. Good to see you. Glad you're here. TV show trivia. I'm trying to keep it modern so everyone can have a chance. So you guys want to do football or regular? So that's two for regular now. One for football. Either's cool with me. All right, so it's 2 for regular, 2 for football. We need one more for a tiebreaker. All right, we got Daniel coming through with regular. All right. Let's see here. Oh, here we go. These are pretty good. I like some of these. All right, so y'all ready for trivia? We're just going to hop right into it. All right, so the first question is, which Avenger is the only one who could calm the Hulk down. Which Avenger is the only one who could calm the Hawk down? Jonathan Nelson with Natasha. Daniel came through a Black Widow. But Jonathan came through with the real name. All right. Johnny Flame. Yeah, Johnny Flame. He's the one that calms the Hawk down. No, it was Black Widow. So I don't know if we can count Natasha, but it was Black Widow. That's the answer. So maybe we got to give it to Daniel. This is what the answer is. All right. Let's see here. Yo, this one's good. This is actually a good one. This is for my parents out here. All right, we'll give that one to Jonathan. I'm not gonna take it from him. He said Natasha. That's her name. All right, here we go. Second question. This one's for my parents out here, or true Disney fans. What is the name of the song that Queen Elsa sings as she builds her ice castle in the movie Frozen? Yo, everyone should get this one right. Literally everyone. We got Hustle Construction with Let It Go. Yes, the infamous song that every parent hates, that we've heard too many times. Do you want to build a snowman? Yeah, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. Hustle, exactly, yo. Yo, Jimbo, that's hilarious. Could you imagine they were singing WAP in Frozen? Out of control. All right, here we go. What are we doing? Oh, this is a good one. Here we go. Which actor appeared in the films Face Off and Ghost Rider? Which actor appeared in the films Face Off and Ghost Rider? And that's Timothy Howell with Nick Cage. Timothy Howell with the correct answer first with Nick Cage. That's right. Face Off is actually one of my favorite movies, yo. Him and John Travolta. That was a wild movie. If you haven't seen Face Off, go check it out. That was one of my favorite movies back in the day, for sure. Mr. Nick Cage. He's had a little bit of a off season. He's been in some low budget films trying to make a bounce back, but definitely a well respected actor in my book. All right, here's a sports question. Question number 3. In which year did Usain Bolt set his 100 meter in 9.58 seconds world record? In which year did Usain Bolt set his 100 meter 9.58 seconds world record? You guys are just guessing at this point. 2001, 2015, all wrong. All wrong. All wrong. Wow, none of you guys got this right. 2018? Yo, this is hilarious. All right, none of you guys got it right, so I'm just going to give you the answer. Usain Bolt set his 100-meter in 9.58 seconds world record in 2009. George, after the fifth guess, after you guys had to Google it, 2009 is when he set the record. 100 meters in 9.58 seconds. 2009. All right. This should be another good easy sports one. It's going to be question number 4. Sports question. When Michael Jordan played for the Chicago Bulls, how many NBA championships did he win? How many NBA championships did Michael Jordan win with the Bulls? Beautiful. Jonathan Nelson with the 6. That's what I'm talking about. Jonathan Nelson coming through real quick with the non-Googled answer. Jordan won 6 rings with those Bulls. All right, let's see. All right, so we'll switch off from sports and we'll do some auto trivia. What is the Ford Mustang named after? What is the Ford Mustang named after? Yo, you guys are hilarious. Completely wrong. No. You guys are terribly wrong. What is the Ford Mustang named after? George Costanza with, I'm sure, the Googled answer. The fighter plane. The Ford Mustang is named after the fighter plane from World War II. Wow. That would have just been too easy, guys, if it was just named after a horse. Come on now. The Ford Mustang is named after a fighter plane from World War II. Yo, the Ford Mustang was named after Meg Thee Stallion. Oh, man. Yeah, you learn something new every day. I didn't even know that. The Ford Mustang is named after a fighter plane from World War II. There you go. Yo, George. Yo, it's never a dull moment with y'all. That's why I love hopping online with y'all, man. For real. Jonathan Nelson says, let me ask you a question. All right, what's up, bro? What's your question? Jonathan Nelson said, you got a question, bro? What's up? Or we move on to number 5. When did the U.S. men's team last lose in the basketball Olympics? It was recent. I forgot the exact year, but I know it was recent. It was like some like wild game. I think it was to like yeah, there it is. 2004. Argentina. Wow. Yeah. Argentina. LeBron was the captain. Yeah, then they had to redeem themselves after that Argentina loss. Them boys were fighting and everything. I remember that. I just forgot which year it was. I remember that. It was a bad year for US basketball. That's for sure. All right, so Jimmy G is 11 for 17. Russ is 10 for 16. This turned out to be a defensive battle as we get back to it here. Denver Broncos gets the ball. And here we go.
Let's start here in Denver on a really terrific night. The weather is beautiful. Both teams 1-1.
Shout out to you guys in the trivia. It's always fun to learn something new.
And a moment ago, Melissa Stark with the Broncos head coach.
Nathaniel, just 3 points on board. How do you get things going offensively?
Yeah, we got to finish. You know, we had a couple good drives there, long extended drives, and the guys just got to keep on working and keep on finishing.
What was your message at halftime?
Play together. The defense is doing a great job, and offense just has to now pull their part, and special teams doing a great job. We just got to keep moving the ball and get down in the red zone.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, Melissa, thank you. Chris, be interested to see where they go. Take a deep
so
shot
first
here
and 10 for
at some
Denver.
point in this second half with Russell Wilson, who's excelled through his career with those long balls. First run will be a gain of 4 yards for Javonte Williams to the 29.
Yeah, let's talk about that, though, because the 49ers don't give you many opportunities. So what happened
No problem,
there?
Timothy.
The couple of plays they did get those one-on-ones on the outside was a result of they broke some runs.
Okay.
And so they bring Hufanga down, and all of a sudden now you've got the one-on-one on the outside. But I think that when you get those rare opportunities against this defense, you just have to take that shot. You've got a big
Yeah, me neither.
receiver,
That Mustang thing
Sutton.
is pretty funny.
You've got arguably the best deep ball thrower in the game.
Wilson.
Ooh, Wilson
up there,
is
and
tripped
might be a
up,
trip.
and that's going to be a flag.
Let's see. That's Bosa coming flying in there.
Nick Bosa is going to join the conversation here. Okwebunam, the tight end, was coming out. Bosa was streaming towards Wilson, who was trying to get to the outside to throw it. What did you see? What happened? Let's get another peek at it.
Well, it looked like Wilson was going to get outside, and then legs tangled or a trip. You decide. That looks like a trip.
Yeah, that's a trip.
Jerry?
There is no foul for tripping.
Oh.
Contact was ruled incidental. It's third down.
Wow.
And incidentally, it was a trip.
They're bringing in Terry McCauley for his opinion. First, the rule here, Terry.
He clearly lifts the leg, which is illegal, to obstruct an opponent, even the runner. I'm surprised they picked this up. This is tripping. It looks intentional to me to obstruct the runner.
Wilson skated on one, that's for sure.
He lifted his legs. That's something you're looking
This
for
is
there
wild.
as you're watching.
Yeah, if he could have had the foot on the ground, it would have been perfectly legal. But when he picks it up, lifts it up like that, and obstructs the runner, that's a foul.
Thanks, Terry. Officially a sack. It's 3rd and 14. Wilson throws it through a lot of traffic, incomplete. Fred Warner was there. Javonte Williams wasn't going to go anywhere, even if he did catch it.
I know where the refs have their
not
money.
pretty 3-and-out.
That's for
With
sure.
a little help.
We know where the refs have their money, yo, because
But, I mean,
it was a trip.
let's be honest here. That drive would have been extended with a 15-yard penalty, and instead they give up a sack, a little shot to the head.
Wow.
So not entirely the Broncos' fault here.
He goes down as a 3-and-out. Corliss Waitman to kick again. Big leg showed it off here. 55 yards to Ray McLeod to the 25. They go up the numbers, bounce it to the outside, and get all the way back to the 44. Nice 19-yard return by the return man who was with Pittsburgh over the last couple of seasons. Well, this 49ers offense we saw with Trey Lance, then all of a sudden it was the pivot. Now it's Jimmy Garoppolo. Did you see anything different in what they were doing offensively in the first half?
Well, they popped a couple of good runs, and that was when their offense woke up and got established. So I think that, you know, they've got one of the great players in the National Football
Shout out
League.
to my
Trent
man
Williams,
George
that left
Costanza
tackle
coming
position.
through with the $4.99 super chat donation. Wrench Gang always showing love. Don't forget, guys, you can always send a donation through the money sign box near the chat. Thanks for the support, guys.
Of the night. They'll run to the right, and a flag comes down as Jeff Wilson is taken down. Wilson 8 carries for 55 yards in the first half. The leading rusher in the ball game.
Illegal use of hands to the face. Defense
Yo,
number
George is
93.
killing me, yo.
This is a 5-yard penalty. It's an automatic first down.
Can we draft a running back?
Jones inside.
There's the hands up underneath the helmet, and that is a foul.
Five yards, takes it to the 48 with the tackle. And Jimmy Garoppolo scanning with some time here.
That's going to be incomplete. There's a flag down.
We have another flag down. Just one thrown in front of the Broncos bench near the line of scrimmage.
Illegal shift. Offense number 15 did not get set. It's a 5-yard penalty. Replay first down.
It's one thing, Chris, with this offense, nobody uses more motion than the 49ers did. So you understand every once in a while if they get one of those flags.
Yeah, it clearly is an edge for the 49ers. It takes a lot of practice time. It takes a lot of concentration. It takes longer play calls, which is why Jimmy Garoppolo has the wristband to help him with the play calls.
Jordan Mason, the undrafted man out of Georgia Tech, is in the game. Runs it hard and gets to
Mason's
midfield.
Run for 7 yards.
All right, let's take a look at the Walmart Plus 4K Sky Cam. Go inside the game a little bit with Trent Williams, one of the absolute best players at any position in the National Football League. You can see how athletic this huge man is, keeping his feet in front of some of the best pass rushers, passing off some of those stunts. But there is just nobody better playing in the NFL right now than that guy.
Year 13, still elite at age 34. Some of his numbers tonight, first team All-Pro. Snap issue, and Garoppolo gets down near the bottom of the pile.
So the ball was dropped.
Terry
and it looks like Denver may have got this ball back.
Jimmy G got that back, I'd be surprised.
Did not. Denver ball.
Wow.
Like Jersey Jewell jumped on it, and there was no way Garoppolo
Well,
was
there it is.
back.
Denver gets the ball after Jimmy G drops
Take a
it.
look. You could see Garoppolo was moving, and maybe the snap just a fraction late. Garoppolo had his hands on it, but when it got down and dirty, there was no way he was hanging on to it.
And you're holding your breath a little bit. Yeah. Right? That surgically repaired right shoulder under there. Josie Jewell comes in there. Raymond Jones right over there as well. Jimmy's hand there for a second. And then Denver comes on in there, and Kyle Shanahan sees the game's first turnover go against him. And Garoppolo and the 49ers have given Denver what equals their best field position to start a drive tonight.
Reset the game clock for 12 minutes, 41 seconds. The turnover is confirmed. Thank you.
You're welcome. And the ball's at midfield.
All right, here you go, Denver Broncos. You've been struggling on offense.
So what's Denver going to do now? Are they going to do something with this?
No excuses here. This is a good defense, but this is their time. They catch a break early. Need to make this happen.
Speedster Montrell Washington. Next to Cortland Sutton at the top of the screen. midfield. Wilson, play action in time.
And Wilson is sacked.
Goes away very quickly.
He's going to lose 6 yards. Second and 16.
Derek Armstead out. Powerful to get in there despite being blocked and pick up the sack.
Watch Kevin Givens go from the tackle position, pound outside, and work his way right back to the quarterback. This was just brute strength, really, working against Garrett Bowles.
Whoa.
And once again, for Russell Wilson, it needs to either be a let's get it out of there, or he just doesn't like what he's seeing down the field.
Wilson just will swing it out to Javonte Williams.
And Williams is going to lose 2 yards.
Loss of 2.
3rd and 18. This Denver Broncos offense is
with the tackle
terrible,
that brings more booze,
to say the least.
Sellout crowd in Denver.
Multiple opportunities.
Nico Ryans was right. They get there fast on this defense. They really do. So many teams, because there's so much pressure coming after your quarterback, want to check it down. But then those guys on the outside, they just fly. You're going to see that young man right there, D'Amico Ryans, head coach in this league very soon.
Loved watching him play, 38 years old, defensive coordinator here for the 2nd year. 3rd and 18. Wilson gets it out quick. Sutton catches it. The yard pass where the drive started, the 49-yard line.
Yeah, this shouldn't have been a Sunday night game. They should have saved the Sunday night game for Green Bay and Tampa Bay and made this the 4 o'clock game.
Keep those boos coming.
8 drives. 6 3-and-outs.
This is wild. This should have been the 4 o'clock game. They should have saved Green Bay and Tampa Bay for this time. This is terrible.
Kicks again. 6 punts in the first 2 games. This is 7th tonight. And walking the tightrope and getting it done. Denver downs that at the 1. Mike Boone, the 3rd string back, walked the wire and stayed on the right side.
Those have been the best plays of the game so far.
Go ahead, you take it. Great highlights. Big moments in the game.
No, I mean, this is just wild. This doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Like, this should have been a 1 o'clock game or a 4 o'clock game. And I mean, I'll tell you this: Sunday night viewers, on average, we normally have on this channel, we normally have 1,000 viewers on a Sunday night. We're at about 400. So that goes to show, like, this probably was not the game to have on a Sunday night. Sunday night we normally average between 700 to 1,000, and right now we're at 400. So we need to see some sparks fly on this Denver offense, because this just being a defensive battle is kind of ridiculous. The rig trivia. I got y'all, yo. I got you for the rig trivia. Yeah, the Green Bay Tampa game right now would have probably had me a lot more hype, to be honest. A lot more hype. This is just I don't know what to call it. We've been stuck at 7-3 for how long now? And Denver's had 8 possessions and 6 punts. It's crazy. Trey, yeah, man, it's not good. And it's like your defense is doing their job, but Russell is not. Russell can't find his way. So, yeah. Very interesting. Got Sierra up in the booth looking bored. How you gonna play in front of your girl like that, yo? Wild. Russell got to get together.
Their family used to it after the time in Seattle. Long field for the Niners, leading by 4. An inside run for Jeff Wilson will go nowhere. Chris, you mentioned it earlier, the thin running back core for San Francisco.
Oh, yeah, we easily would have been at like 1,500 by now.
Sprained his knee out a couple of months. And Ty Davis-Price, their third-round pick out of LSU, got hurt last week.
Yeah, Sierra's a nuke, too.
What it's done is usually you see them so fast, but ordinarily the 49ers are working the edges, right? They're going with that outside zone stuff, but I don't think they're overly comfortable getting out on the edge with Chubb and with Gregory.
Second and 10 from his own end zone. Garoppolo's out of the end zone. It's a safety.
He stepped out of bounds, and he was picked off.
It's a safety, and that kills the play before everything else on the pick. So it is 7-5, and Trent Williams is shaken up for the Niners.
Jimmy, what are you doing?
I don't know that I've ever seen a safety be a break for a team.
Are you kidding me?
It certainly was there.
It is a safety. San Francisco will be kicking off from the 20-yard line. Please reset the game clock to 9:53. Thank you.
There it is right there once he steps out.
Yo, you don't see the white, Jimmy, that you're stepping in?
So it's 7-5, and let's see what happened with Trent Williams.
This is
Trent's gonna
insane.
get bent backwards
Absolutely
here
insane.
in a collision.
So there you go right there with DJ Jones. So the safety gives you the unique score of 7-5, and Denver will get the ball, but the concern right now is Williams.
Yo, this is weird. My man Jimmy G is pulling step backs out there like he's playing basketball right now. Step back, 2 points. Yo, step back, swish. Yo, what is going on? My man doing step backs. He's gonna just, little layup into the uprights. Oh man, this is wild. Step back layup, yo. Well, there goes Jimmy G's bonus. Oh man, he put on his inner James Harden, yo. He forgot which sport he's playing. He's like, you know what? Let me go ahead and hit it with this step back three. Step back to oblivion. I don't care that it's out of bounds back there. I'm gonna step back. Yo, as crazy as this is entertaining now. It's entertaining. And the traveling call. Oh man, yo, who's the backup behind Jimmy? Because this is crazy. He literally stepped back and then stepped back again. Like, your first step back, you're supposed to get the ball gone. And I'm saying in my head, like, okay, throw the ball now. I literally said, I'm like, throw the ball right now. And then he stepped back again, and then that's when I said, that's a safety. Like, wow.
The option to kick it off the tee or free kick it. As such, it's from the 15-yard line. Return just shy of the 30s. Montrell Washington gets hit hard, and we've had a lot of flags in this half, and we have another one here. And we got a lot of pushing and shoving now. So as they all sort this out and they sort out the penalty as well, I kind of want to say I'm sorry to Dan Orlovsky, but that's the first thing that pops in my mind. For those who don't remember the play in 2008, Orlovsky with the Lions ran out of the back of the end zone. A lot of us would if Jared Allen was bearing down on you. The great defensive end from the Vikings was doing it at that time.
During the return, holding by the receiving team, number 40. It's a 10-yard penalty. First down.
It's one of the few times you've seen that play happen in a game until we saw it here tonight, and Dan has gone on to a very good career in TV, and I love watching him as he does his coverage on ESPN. So, Dan, first came to mind.
Yeah, just imagine.
Now you got company at least.
Denver wins this game
What did he just tweet out?
by a field goal.
Oh, he
1
tweeted
point.
he's got company now. That's okay, right? So,
They win it with a field goal by 1 point.
Absolutely not.
He said, freedom. I've never been happier was his tweet.
That's great.
All right, so the Broncos get the ball back there within 2 from the 19-yard line. The offense doesn't have much going. Tries to get it going again on the ground.
So 4-yard run
Gordon
by
taking
Gordon.
it to the 23-yard line.
Yeah, they are doing everything they can. They're trying to go with those double team blocks inside and get that push up the middle. This is an excellent running team, and they really have just not gotten that going other than that one drive.
Back to no huddle, a little bit of tempo. Wilson checks it back down. Gordon got out of one tackle there and gets pushed back the other way.
Man, Russell looking like the check down king right now. Can he look up the field?
And if you're sitting on your couch and thinking, why are we not seeing Russell Wilson with the moon balls that he loves to throw? The reason is that he's not getting that opportunity. They're playing either 2 deep or 4 deep, all but about 5 snaps of this game. And the only 5 snaps when they got that single coverage was when the Broncos got the run.
No hope for a touchdown. 10-5.
The first half out for the remainder of the game for San Francisco. Down one starting linebacker.
This may be an opportunity if they did want to take a shot. Let's see if they rotate out.
3rd and 3. Wilson throws complete for the first down. The 36-yard line with Cortland Sutton. And they'll move the change to Sutton's 6th catch on the night. Leads all players in the game.
Nice read this time by Russell Wilson. They're going to rotate the coverage this way, so he goes to the backside of that. It's the single one-on-one over there. Beautifully done.
They've heard the crowd.
Hey, could you imagine this being your first game?
They did that when time management was an issue last week. First time they did it in the game here tonight. Wilson once again swings it. This time it's Gordon to the left for only a yard. And Diamador Lenoir had stopped that on 3 different occasions in the first 2.5 quarters.
There's Debo. 2 good backs on this team and a good running back / wide receiver / slot / blocker on the other.
Kept Debo in check on the ground with 4 carries, 6 yards so far. Montrell Washington in the game there. Free play with the offside. Wilson looks and does take a shot into the deep coverage, and it's incomplete. KJ Hamler just took off down the middle of the field. As Russell sensed that was a freebie.
Offside. Defense number 97. It's a 5-yard penalty. Still 2nd down.
Nick Bosa.
Well, that's a good way to move the ball. You know, just rely on the
about
defense.
Aaron Rodgers, but I tell you, Russell Wilson has been, the last couple of games that I've seen, he's been drawing people offsides at least 1.5. Such an advantage. You get that free throw. I bet you that felt good to Russell just to launch one.
And while the crowd was kind of in some ways trying to boo their own team by trying to help them count down the play clock, you do want to let your guy use his cadence at home too. So fun, but you're not helping. Gordon delivers the blow. Gets the first down.
Gordon's going to get a first down.
There. Gordon took him across the line, and the Broncos move the chains as we dive under 7 minutes in the 3rd.
Yeah, and this time Hufanga is going to try and come around this way, and yet it leaves just a bit of a gap in there. Good block down on the outside there by Eric Saubert. They're bringing the 2 tight end look in there now and see if they can get a little something going on the edge.
Word in. And it bounces to the outside. We hit the 47-yard line. It's a very good first down pickup on the ground.
So second and 4 after the run.
When they get under center and they can pound the football a little bit, their offensive line, they like the double teams, getting up to the next level, and it really sets you up for some play action passes. Still with that heavy set with those tight ends in there. It's a lot of beef up front.
Okay, 5-4, Garrett. From the 47-yard line, Trent Williams was slamming in there for a yard. Javon Kinlaw on the tackle. Eric Armstead not in the lineup tonight. Who weren't with us at the start of the game. Guy who hasn't missed a game in 4+ years. Foot injury, didn't practice all week, not going here. And as the Broncos just keep going, Chris, you know, it's going to wear down this San Francisco, or at least attempt to wear down their defense.
Well, they're rotating in and out pretty well, but they bring their frontline guys back in there now. Kerry Hyder had a nice play earlier in the game right now.
All right, so 3rd and 3.
Mike Boone again in. Play got in quickly from Hackett to Wilson. 3rd and 3. Pressure picked up for the moment. Wilson wants it nowhere but a flag.
Incomplete, but there is a flag.
From the back on the contact. Wilson also got hit at the end of the play by Kerry Hyder, who Chris just mentioned. This is against the Niners in the secondary. Drive will continue.
Before the pass was thrown, holding. Defense number 38.
Wow.
This is a 5-yard penalty and an automatic first down.
The ref's bailing him out.
So we mentioned Lenore earlier, a couple of good plays. Tag there.
Shout out to Player One Productions. Subscribe. Thanks a lot, man. Welcome to the channel.
Again, you'll see the wide receivers crisscross down here trying to pick off one of the defenders right there, and that's where they saw the hole.
Drive following the safety. Broncos from the 41-yard line. And Williams. Line started the other way. Fred Warner's been slowed and banged up a little bit in the last couple of runs on this series. Warner's the star linebacker. Armstead the star inside guy on the defensive front. Missing him tonight.
And he's a really good one when they have he and Eric Armstead, Nick Bosa on the same side. It is a formidable side. They're starting to get this running game going. This is what I thought they could look like running the football. Now back to shotgun.
On 2nd and 4 inside with Williams trying to hop away. Did for a second. But Demetrius Flanagan-Foles, because of Alshire being out, they have to find somebody else to come in.
Yeah, this is the longest game of the day, yo.
Play there.
Without a doubt.
Kyle Shanahan thinks
4
he has
minutes
the best
left in the
group of
third.
linebackers in football. Of course, with Alshire out, a little bit different, but we really haven't seen Fred Warner make one of his sort of signature plays yet, you know? And one way to keep from that is just keep trying to pound it down there.
Shout out to Sean Hackett
get a push.
for subscribing. Thanks a lot, man. Welcome to the channel.
Third and 4. Wilson rolls to the right and throws and incomplete. It's kind of a play we've seen him do a lot, but the timing way off the pass high.
Here comes your field goal.
It'll bring up 4th down, and it'll bring on Brandon McManus.
That's a big miss right there.
Here comes your
Mike.
field goal. Denver,
miss.
1-point
that
lead.
Is an open receiver for a first down.
Wow.
We've seen him miss a couple here in key situations now. Took the sack. That was a first down. That was an easy one.
Field goal attempt coming for McManus, 53 yards.
Yo.
So I'll sneak this in quickly. The score is 7-5. It's only been one game in the history of the NFL that the final was 7-5. It was back in 1938.
What is going on?
But McManus trying to change that and give the Broncos the lead. And it's still 7-5.
We got a chance.
Safety, they move the ball down the field. Wilson missed a wide open receiver. McManus missed the field goal. Of course, 7-5.
Yo, this has got to be the worst game I've seen in a long time. This literally is the worst game I've seen in a long time. Are you kidding me? Wilson misses the wide open receiver for the first down on the short play. Your kicker misses the field goal to get you the 1-point lead. This is crazy. This is absolutely bonkers. You guys, we got 478 viewers, 185 likes. We need 15 more likes, 15 more thumbs up, so we can get to 200, guys. So make sure you're still smashing that like, that thumbs up. It is much appreciated. 15 more, and we'll get to 200. Thanks for the support, guys. Wow. Red Hood, I know, right? It's crazy. Like, I don't understand what's going on here. Like, you know, we had the Bills, that was hype. We had the Green Bay Packers game, Tampa Bay, that was hype, even though it was a little shaky. But it was nothing like this, and this is just terrible. This is absolutely terrible. I don't... Like, they basically handed you the lead, and you couldn't hit the field goal? They handed you the lead. You could have been up by 1. Oh, this should not have been a Sunday night football game. Their ratings are plummeting right now. I guarantee it. Ratings are plummeting right now. All right, let's see.
Mahomes against Brady. We'll have it for you on Sunday Night Football.
What Jimmy G's going to do now.
That is Jalen.
Let's see if he adds to the comedy for tonight.
Career history of the 3 starts. The swing tackle comes in now for one of the best, Trent Williams.
I feel like I'm watching a college ball game. Like, I really am. Like, this is college ball or something.
There to help him. Nope. Now in motion. And back.
That starts from the 43-yard line. Niners touchdown middle of the first quarter. Nothing since. Bouncing it to the outside is Jeff Wilson with a first down to the 40-yard line. Good gain for Wilson.
They finally hit an outside zone. This is their signature play. Everybody on a line right down there. The back just find a hole, and Wilson jumps through it. That is a huge play for this offense. So much of what they do sets up off of that. And with the way these wide receivers block down the field, you have chances for big plays.
Wilson again to the right side. Almost no gain there. We talked about the running game, and you're really fond of the way Kyle Shanahan dials up the run game and the specifics of it. He said it's not a fun process to get as good as they are, and they are good.
They start working the technique of that
Second and
during
10.
OTAs and the offseason. It is... They drill it into their heads. And so it's not going to be that big a deal for Jalen
Thanksgiving
Moore
morning back.
plays, but you can tell maybe a difference because they're running everything off to the right side.
Here we go.
Since this series has started, and Trent Williams went out.
Jimmy G is wrapped up, and he's going to lose 9 yards.
A loss of 10 as he got past that left tackle.
3rd and 19.
Just too quick. Right? Watch this move. Up, under, here we go. This is signature stuff from Randy Gregory. Dallas Cowboys did not want to see him go. Some language in the contract gave Gregory a problem, and so he is now a part of the Denver Broncos. That is second sack.
Big signing, had the big issues in Dallas during his career. The multiple suspensions. Dallas thought they had him signed. He ends up signing here in Denver. 3rd down, rough sledding. This is 3rd and 18.
What's up, Tristan?
Garoppolo looking across.
Incomplete.
Tried to get it
4th and 19. 3 and out.
Broncos were trailing him. And the Mile High fans yell incomplete. Part of their tradition.
Had a chance. It really did. Jimmy one-hopped this one. He was moving to his left, trying to make that throw, but that one had a chance.
There have been some misses from the quarterbacks
There
tonight.
has. That's 7-5.
Who's the backup for the backup?
Well, Waitman has punted 7 times. Wisnowski has punted 5. And this is his 6th. See, they get down him again. Oh, perfect. Perfectly done. Travarius Moore was down there just in case, but Wisnowski had the left blinker on, goes out of bounds at the 4-yard line. There's Brian Greasy talked to Jimmy Garoppolo. Brian Greasy's part of a significant staff overhaul with San Francisco. Of course, Mike McDaniel with the undefeated Miami Dolphins, so some assistant coaches move around along the way. And Greasy was wearing a headset and makeup last year, now wearing a headset and ball cap. He went from the TV booth to position coach for the 49ers.
Yeah, and they've split up duties, haven't they? Chris Forster has been the run game coordinator, Bobby Slowick the pass game coordinator. But it makes a difference, you know. I mean, they know with the Rams as well. You know, you keep losing coordinators. It takes a little while to adjust with that too.
Call San Francisco, call the Rams, simply the next one was ready, right? His own end zone, Wilson. Double clutches, deflecting in the air.
Oh, that's almost picked off. That was probably the most exciting play in the last 30 minutes.
Throw.
He almost picked.
Accuracy has been poor tonight.
I tell you, this type of coverage is just driving NFL quarterbacks crazy right now. The idea that you just don't have opportunities to throw the ball down the field, and you have to be so efficient. You just can't make mistakes when you start on your own 6-yard line. You probably have to put a 15-play drive together when you're playing against that style defense to score a touchdown.
That one was too high. Couldn't get caught. Gordon going, no, I lost the football. Wilson on it. Wilson paid attention as the ball came out and fortuitously bounces back to the quarterback at the 3-yard line.
Ward fumbled the ball, recovered by Wilson.
How close?
Wow. I mean, does it feel like this whole game's been backed up inside the 10-yard line and special teams and all the different plays? We saw the Kansas City Chiefs today, usually one of the great special teams in the league, struggle with their special teams, and tonight they've been brilliant.
Charvarius Ward punched it out. Melvin Gordon's last 11 fumbles were turnovers, so he breaks that streak.
3rd and 13.
As his quarterback bails him out. 3rd and 13. Wilson from his end zone. Through the hands of Mike Boone. And this has been bad tonight.
This is terrible. He said bad. This is terrible.
7th 3 and out.
I'm out of comments. You know, you got to catch the ball. Sometimes it's not anything the coach is dreaming up, or, you know, just catch the ball. Somebody make a play.
It's been all the way around. You're right.
Yeah.
Well, there's Waitman one more time. The lefty punter. Room to return for Ray McLeod. Right at the midfield stripe. 10 on that return. 14 punts, 12 points.
14 punts.
Special teams
this is wild.
So Wilson numbers now.
14.
Through 11 quarters. There you see what he was the first 2 weeks, and tonight only 126 through the air.
You just wonder what's going through his mind, right? One of the great competitors around. You wonder if he's starting to think, I'm just going to have to scramble around and make some plays. One of the really good plays they had is that little chest pass when he scrambled. And I don't know, maybe get him on the edge some, let him try and make some plays, because right now this offense is stuck.
More punts than points.
Field position for the Niners at the 41. Deebo Samuel in the backfield, takes the pitch. Bradley Chubb first, and then everybody else gets to him. And Samuel gets back to the line of scrimmage. And that should bring us to the end of quarter number 3.
3rd downs tonight, combined 3 of 20.
Niners jump the ball here. See if snap it. And they will not. Well, they have said this in a while. Only scoring in the quarter, a safety.
You guys, that is the end of the 3rd quarter. Your score, San Francisco 49ers 7, Denver Broncos 5. In an absolute barn burner, there has been so much action. 14 punts. This is the way that football is meant to be played, guys. 14 points. More punts than points. I think I'm going to put that on a t-shirt. More punts than points. I'm gonna put that on a t-shirt, yo. Total barn burner. Total. Jonathan, you said this might be a shootout. Yeah, man. I was right. It's a punt shootout. I was not wrong. I said it was gonna be a shootout. It's a shootout of punts. 14, bro. Straight up, yo. 14 punts. This is it, man. It's a shootout. Old school football. We got Jimmy G doing step backs for safeties. We got 14 punts. We got Russell Wilson being the check down king tonight. If you bought the over, forget it. If you bought the over, just throw away your receipt right now. Just throw away your receipt and go to bed. Yo, imagine getting excited because Denver's about to kick a field goal and be up by 1 point, and then they miss. Imagine that happen. Oh, you don't have to because it's a reality. That really happened. They could have been up by 1, but they missed the field goal.
Executed their game plan. This 5-down lineman look, the plan of taking away Debo and George Kittle has worked.
Second down and 10 for Jimmy Garoppolo at the Denver 41. Pressure coming. He gets hit. Lofts it up. It is caught. Did Jennings have possession? No. He was juggling the ball, and Jawan couldn't pull it in.
All right, so there's a catch.
Pressure Stearns the coverage.
Watch this shot that Jimmy Garoppolo takes on this one. You just wonder if Jalen Moore really didn't know what to do on that one and didn't pick him up, and his quarterback paid the price for it. I think they come right back with another stunt to that same side and make sure Jalen Moore knows who to block.
You saw the juggling there, and the official who had the view closer to the line of scrimmage came right in and said didn't have possession with the 2 feet down. 3rd and 10. Broncos bring it 5, and Garoppolo will swing it out. Wilson makes a man miss in the open field. The tackle has him a yard short.
So Wilson's going to get 8 yards.
First down. A field goal from here is 50 yards.
And it's going to be 4th and 2.
Gold is coming on.
Gold's coming out to kick the field goal. 50 yards.
What kind of game this is. I'll take 3 points all day.
So we mentioned Robbie at 39 is the oldest kicker in the NFL. He's 13th all-time in points scored. This is a 51-yarder. 53 has been his longest the last 7 years, but we are at altitude.
And there it is. Your kick is good by Robbie Gold. 57. 57 yards.
Robbie
it's
Gold
good.
knocks through the field goal. I talked to him on the field before the game. He's got 3 boys at home. His boys have a fantasy team, and Robbie said, "You should take Justin Tucker as your kicker." No, Dad, we're taking you. So, boys, Dad got you 3 there.
Hit the 3-run homer.
And George Kittle, man, every point, every yard, a battle here tonight. As Garoppolo and the Niners take advantage of the defense hold, the punt caught at midfield with a nice return, and now Nathaniel Hackett's team in a 5-point hole.
But it doesn't matter, right? I mean, you're playing for first place tonight. Both these teams, they win the game, they're tied for first place. All you need is one drive. You just need to put it together one time.
Who predicted 10-5? Somebody said 10-5.
And then count on your defense, which has been playing great. Now they just need to have that one drive. They really need for Russell Wilson to create some magic now. They just do. They need, sometimes your star players just have to wake your team up, and it is definitely Russell Wilson time right now.
Oh, now it's Russell Wilson time. Now it is.
Washington, touchback is goal. He didn't kick off the last 3 years. He's kicking off this year. So the possession chart wasn't pretty in the first half. It continues to be that way here in the second half for Denver. This will be their 30th offensive possession of this young season, and they've got 2 touchdowns to show for it.
Well, the other part of this is that the 49ers have really fixed their cornerback slot, at least to their belief. Emmanuel Mosley and Charvarius Ward on the outside.
Fourth quarter, 14 minutes left, 10-5.
Right now defensively than what they had last year.
Trent Williams, the running back. Get about 3 yards on that one. Hassan Ridgeway, part of that rotation inside with the tackle.
Yeah, Ridgeway coming over from the Philadelphia Eagles, and he's stepping into big shoes with Eric Armstead not playing in there. But now this is going to really come down to if they can take away the running game of the Denver Broncos, can the Broncos put together anything in the passing game?
Second and Wilson stepping up. There's the deep shot.
Finally, a deep throw. And incomplete to Judy. 3rd and 7.
The guy who they brought from Kansas City to shore up the corner. He was back there in coverage. It was close. Judy almost had the home run ball.
They did. They caught him in that quarters coverage, though, which leaves them vulnerable to this kind of route. Nice route by Judy outside. Back straight through the post. He's got it. He's got it. Was it tipped? It was tipped.
Finger.
There he is. There's Charvarius Ward. We talked about him. He has given them that man-to-man coverage element against the best receivers in the league, and they are pumped up about his play.
3rd and 7. Wilson saw a little tension from that right side. Here comes Lenore. He's picked up. Wilson takes off. Reached forward.
Wilson gets the first down.
And Mark is going to be very close. Dre Greenlaw, remember the Sunday night game in 2019? Seattle had that goal line stop in the game for the division. The stop there, and it will be just short. 4th and inches. What's the decision here? 10-5. Own 35-yard line.
This is a power running team. And ordinarily you say, no question about it. Let's take a look. Did that ball extend over that line? I think I would argue yes.
That's part of what they're talking about here in terms of what do you do? Do you throw your challenge flag? The play clock is running down. It's at 5. And now, I believe the challenge flag is thrown. Yes. Just obscured from the sideline.
Denver is challenging the ruling on the field of the runner being short of the line to gain.
This is the most hype that
does it break the plane of the 35-yard line?
Denver Broncos fans have had.
And is it a first down?
A challenge for a first down that Russell Wilson had to extend his arm for because he will not look up the field, guys. He will not look up the field. Thanks a lot, Todd. Thanks a lot, Todd. Thanks for the support, man. This is absolutely crazy. And I don't know if it's because we expect so much of Russell Wilson, or is it just because it's Sunday Night Football and we expect more out of Sunday Night Football? This is wild. The hype right now is the Denver Broncos challenging this play. Thanks a lot, Chad. Thanks for the support, man. Shout out to all you guys. Shout out to GMD King, the boss. Subscribe. Thanks a lot, man. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the family. No, I mean this is bad. So let's see what the refs say as we get back. It's not gonna happen, TYK. It's not gonna happen. This is sad. This is so sad. Somebody who bought the over is punching the air right now.
Mike, this is not a forward progress play. He's falling forward. He's not being held such as forward progress is stopped. So it's going to be the foremost point of the ball when his knee is down. He doesn't get that where he stretches. Like I said, not forward progress.
So it's not like the goal line there.
It is not like the goal line. It's the foremost point of the ball when his knee's down.
So let's not go for it.
They lose the challenge.
Inches.
They lose a timeout.
Let's kick another punt and add to the total.
Challenges for the balance of the quarter until we get to the 2-minute warning, and then it all happens from upstairs. Thank you, Terry. Could have called you Mike or Dean. Kick back to the 13-yard line.
I just want to declare that it happened to him first. I just want it noted right now, Mr. Never Make a Mistake, it happened to you first.
And you know, I wasn't going to let him go on it, right? It's all good. So San Francisco will take over at the 13-yard line after the game's 15th punt. And Russell Wilson trying to pump his guys up. That's one thing with Russell Wilson. There's an internally positive nature to Russell Wilson. He's always finding that one bit of sunshine in the cloudy day, and he's trying to express some of that to his teammates on the sideline. His mom always used to say, son, you're a problem solver. Always thinking about ways to fix things. You got to fix this quick. The 13, the corner pressure came. Garoppolo throws to Juszczyk. Putting the toes down.
Oh, okay. Juszczyk sighting.
Fullback.
That was a nice catch.
This is so good on so many fronts.
24 yards.
First of all, you've got Juszczyk, a fullback, who's going out there, right? And then you've got Bradley Chubb running in perfect coverage. And now look at the toe drag swag. I know what's going to be on NFL Network this week. That is awesome. I have never, ever seen a fullback do that.
That was great. A night devoid of highlights. There's one. The 37. This run with Jeff Wilson.
Wilson gets 2 yards in a run.
So we told you that Trent Williams went out. You saw a drive with Jalen Moore at left tackle. Now Colton McKivitz, a third-year man out of West Virginia, who has some starts under his belt, including Week 18 last year. He's in there at left tackle.
So now into the game comes Juwan Jennings, who is at times an angry blocker. This guy can get under the skin of people. We've seen him get people ejected before. Number 15 down in the slot. Let's see if he can create a lane here.
Second and 8. Garoppolo's throw caught by Kittle. The 44-yard line.
3rd and
Kittle's
3.
Catch number 4. Been targeted 5 times tonight. But nothing very deep.
Yeah, this is really what's been missing here so far, because when George Kittle is completely right, you put him on one side. That time they had Debo over on that same side, create some one-on-ones, and he's going to be the guy. You just wonder now that they're starting to get it going again, and Jimmy Garoppolo is starting to get that feeling with his old favorite target again.
DJ Jones out of the lineup the last few series for Denver, being evaluated for a head injury. So their great defensive tackle inside isn't in there. 3rd and 3. Pressure comes. Garoppolo throws. It's broken up. On the back end, another former 49er, K'Wan Williams, was there to knock it away.
It's probably the toughest play to try and defend. Man-to-man coverage, this little halfback option. It's a dream scenario, and Garoppolo just missed it. Just threw it behind him. He had it.
So Mitch Wishnowsky, for the 7th time tonight, signed a 4-year contract extension last week. Good through the 2026 season. Earned almost all of it here tonight. It's a tumbler that does not bounce the right way for the 49ers. Kick is 56, the net just 36.
Oh, wow. 10 minutes left in the game. 10-5. Denver. Denver's ball. like, they could have chose Miami and Buffalo for Sunday night. They could have chose the Colts and Kansas City for Sunday night. They could have chose Green Bay. Like, you had so many other games you could have chose for Sunday night. And this was the one. They literally had a board meeting and everyone said, yep, 49ers, Broncos, Sunday night, September 25th. Aye. This is ridiculous. I'm gonna be honest, if it wasn't for you guys, I would not be watching this game. I promise you. This is definitely for you guys. Shout out to y'all. Because there's no way I would have stayed up until 11 o'clock for this game. I promise you, I wouldn't have stayed up for this game. This one is definitely for y'all. The board meeting. Yeah. Thanks a lot, Timothy. Yeah, man, you guys are funny for real. The trivia is rigged. It's fake news. Fake news. Yo, I can't deal. I can't. Oh, man.
Sellout streak here in Denver. Oh, 3 and outs. Russell Wilson, 8 thus far tonight, the most in his career. But even with that, it's only a 5-point game and 10 minutes and 14 seconds left in this one. Start from the 20 and nowhere to go for Williams. His 13th carry will keep him on 56 yards here for the night.
I tell you, I can see the confidence that the 49ers now have in these two
they
cornerbacks.
got their phones out.
They're not afraid to bring
as soon as I said trivia, the phones came out.
They were
with the
anticipating
Google search
there.
pulled
They
up.
got it. And at least so far, Russell Wilson is not checking to anything deep when he does get the single coverage.
Officially 1 for Williams. Straight drop back for Wilson. Yorkshire first down to Cortland Sutton. They'll walk with the 29 with 3rd and 1 coming up for Denver, which is more manageable than most of their 3rd downs they've had tonight.
Yeah, so far this season, we really have not seen Russell Wilson running, and it's been one of the things that's been drilled in his head, I think, is that they're trying to protect him. They're trying to do some of the things they did with Aaron Rodgers, but occasionally, you need a play, right? And he's really good at that.
Ran on average almost 90 times a season in his first 9 years, only 43 times last year. It's an inside give, and the second push from Melvin Gordon with the first down out to the 33-yard line. The night for Wilson.
Yeah, it's been tough, right? I mean, for offenses in general out here tonight. That one you could tell they just weren't in sync, on the same page. A little hesitation by the receiver, a drop pass by Boone. And you go right down the list. That's what it's looked like tonight. They've had opportunities.
1st and 10.
The 33-yard line. Wilson at his legs is Bosa. He got out of that one and fires and throws it away.
Incomplete.
Don't underestimate that play. The difference in that play, not taking that sack, because every time they've had a negative play, they've been punting. This time, great move there by Bosa. He's so good. But comes out of that, stays on his feet, and just maintains 2nd and 10 and have a chance.
Well, so that close to his 2nd sack of the night, the 2nd pick in the 2019 draft.
He gets that right arm back when he's rushing the passer. It looks like he's getting ready to go in the 100 meters.
Here you go. Wilson, again, very high and incomplete.
3rd and 10.
Push on Cam Fleming was coming from that Bosa rush. Off to Wilson's right.
Yeah, I wonder if he flinched just a little bit here. You know, he's been working the middle of the field a little bit more than I'm used to seeing him. But once again, Noah Hufanga is right there. That young man is, we have him ranked as the 2nd best safety in the game right now. And after tonight, he might be number 1. Nick Fitzpatrick, the only one rated higher.
3rd and 10, Kendall Hinton is in the slot. He's the one making a hand gesture as Wilson. Nothing open.
Out of time.
Taking off and throwing on the run.
Big throw, and that's a catch.
40-yard line. The aforementioned Kendall Hinton.
27 yards.
Down. That's the guy who essentially was the emergency quarterback. He didn't start that game with COVID a few years ago, but came in and played all the rest of it.
There's Russell Wilson. We've seen these a few times, and every once in a while, you just need your $250 million man to do something like that. That was fantastic.
2nd catch of the year for Hinton from the 40, Wilson. On the outside, Melvin Gordon. That's Greenlaw, hit hard by Javarius Ward. Beautiful. Can I ask you something about Ward? Because he's come over from Kansas City, and they're talking about him, how great he is as a cover corner. Interesting. Was he that way and that good in Kansas City?
They should be punting
he was
sooner.
Under a lot of pressure there. They had, he gave up some plays because they did play so much man-to-man coverage. San Francisco didn't have anybody that they trusted to do it.
Sutton's up there at the top, either looking for attention or trying to figure out what the play call is. Wilson goes that way to the back of the backfield and is lost, but recovered by Gordon. Is it a complete pass? Let's see. For the moment, being ruled complete, fumble, recovered, and over there at the 36.
Early in the field is a catch and a fumble, recovered by the receiving player. It's 3rd down for the offense.
Boy, what a big break there for the Denver Broncos when they needed it most. And now you can begin to think in terms of what do you want to do with this situation, right?
You mean 2 plays or 1?
2 plays or 1, cut it. A field goal definitely would be a factor here. With the double-A blitz coming at him.
Wilson.
And Wilson, he's going to run.
First down.
Get the 1st down.
23-yard line.
Okay.
That's it. That's what you got to do, right? The minute he sees these 2 blitzers back out of here, you see how wide those guys are. He knows he has a chance. And yeah, you want to keep Russell Wilson protected, but not when you're down 10-5 and the crowd's booing. He's getting it going. This drive is a little more vintage Russell Wilson.
I mean, a little bit, let's ride.
He looks like he knows what he's doing now. How interesting.
Single coverage at the top if they want to take a shot at something down the field. He's audibling something.
In the 24, Wilson going
Big
that
throw,
way.
and that's a catch.
Sutton at the 5.
Cortland Sutton for 19 yards.
First trip in the red zone tonight.
That was golden. That was golden right there. That's Russell Wilson. He finally saw
where was all this offense the last 3 quarters.
One thing that's tough to do with Ward is get over the top.
I feel like I'm watching the Steelers all over again.
And there you go. A couple of scrambles, a good audible, and now Russell Wilson is in a groove. Now can they score in the red zone, because this has been the problem.
2 games, 22 plays, no touchdowns. They've run 18 pass plays and 4 runs inside the 20 this year. Run on the inside, Gordon spinning, turning. Down
Gordon
to the
makes it
1
to the
yard.
1.
Melvin Gordon here inside the 5. Bring a couple of tight ends and an extra offensive lineman in, as you see how the red zone issues have been a problem.
And they've had their 2 turnovers were both fumbles. So after you watch that play, you're thinking, all right, no brainer, we're going to run it at least one more time to see what happens. And I think what you're going to see are the 49ers very tight.
They're calling for a punt down here at the 1.
And any chance probably is going to be something a little more on the edge.
3 tight ends, extra offensive line. Wilson gets Gordon, touchdown, Denver.
I don't even want to say it. I just got to show it. A touchdown. They finally got in, guys.
Everything right? They have the tight split, so you're going to go off the edge. They read it perfectly. That entire drive was just picture perfect, and it was Russell Wilson being Russell Wilson. That's the first time, really, we've seen that, at least so far.
What's
here
up, Chris? What up, bro?
Going for 2 here at 11-10.
Did they get the 2-point conversion? Thanks a lot, C Mustard. Shout out to Matthew Choi.
And Wilson for the 2, and the inside gets broken up. Try to get the little slant to Javonte Williams.
2-point conversion is no good, guys. So that's gonna make your score 11 Denver Broncos up by 1, 10 San Francisco 49ers. Shout outs RM Cecilia, subscribe. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the family. All right, guys. So yes, 628 viewers, 224 likes. We need 26 to get to 250, guys. That's going to be the next goal, 250 likes. We just need 25, so make sure you're smashing that thumbs up button. It is much appreciated. 25 more likes, 25 more thumbs up, and we'll get to that 250 mark. Shout out to you guys, and thanks for the support on this crazy Sunday Night Football. The game's going to end 11-10. That'll be... I think I'll be mad if the game ends 11-10. I really think I will. Matthew Choi, favorite NFL team. You see the hat, sir. Bills Mafia. Jason Gregory. You want a shout out? I got you, bro. Shout out to Jason Gregory. Jonathan been here since 12. Yeah, Jonathan, you been with me all day, bro. We've been going higher since 12. Without a doubt. More videos after this. Yo, man, we've been at it since 1 o'clock. Since 1 o'clock, yo. we gotta get some sleep. I'll be back on tomorrow. Cowboys Giants, Monday Night Football. Y'all know how I do. Monday Night Football, Thursday Night Football, 3 games on Sunday. That's how it goes. Yeah, we've been here since 12:30 actually. 12:30. That's when I started. Favorite food? That's a good one. I'm big on Italian. I love pasta. Second favorite is of course soul food, and then I have to go Greek, Mexican. South of the border, you know how that goes. Gotta get some tacos, burritos, stuff like that.
Touchback. start from 25. More Russell-like that drive.
All right, let's ride along with Russell Wilson here. This is what
the
he's
best
supposed
ice
to look
cream.
like, right? Buy a little time. Let his receivers adjust
Maple walnut.
downfield. A big scramble here to keep the drive going, and this was the best one. The audible he called, you could hear it at the line of scrimmage. Back shoulder throw. Finish it off with the exact right run play. Bingo.
Yo, y'all asking me the most hilarious questions right now. KFC or Popeyes? Popeyes, yo.
This
Without
play
a doubt.
sounds the way it should. It's jumping. Gregory hits Garoppolo, but Jimmy got rid of it. Gain of 7 to Jeff Wilson to the 32-yard line.
Pretty good by Jimmy Garoppolo, too. He had a tiny little window to hop through just to be able to make that throw.
Remember, Chris, no Trent Williams, so Colton McKivitz, another drive at left tackle. With either Chubb or Gregory probably going at him.
And it makes it hard. You want to leave your tight end in there, but you don't want to leave George Kittle in.
2nd and 3.
Garoppolo gets it out quick. It's high.
Incomplete.
Deebo Samuel couldn't bring
Now
it.
3rd and 3.
Bradley Chubb getting up there to get in the way of that one as well.
Yeah, and let's give a little credit to Ronald Darby on the outside as well. He saw that one coming all the way. Big 3rd down, and this would be an interesting decision whether or not you
I'll be on like 7:45, bro.
You could run it twice.
Eastern Standard, 7:45.
3:31. Niners full complement of timeouts. Haven't picked up a 3rd down tonight. Empty out of the backfield. Garoppolo's throw is caught.
Wow.
By Jawan Jennings.
Jennings for 5 yards. It wasn't even really about the 5 yards. It was about the catch. That catch was ridiculous.
This was the pick 6. I really did. When he wound up to throw that one, I would go, Darby is in the perfect position. Perfect. He's thrown it to Jawan Jennings on the outside. If that throw was not that exact, that's a touchdown.
You don't need 3 hours to break this down. You can do this in 10 minutes.
Big situation.
Clock moving here, 2:50 remaining. The 37, that is in the middle for Ray McLeod with a catch there at the 48-yard line. It's interesting, they wound the clock on the sideline after the catch.
So we're down to
kind of
2 minutes and 31
seconds. It was interesting that he went out and the clock was running. We are under 5 minutes.
Clock running.
Yeah, it's one of the things this Broncos defense does when they play a slot nickel. Generally, he plays outside edge on the slot receiver, and the 49ers believe they might be able to get inside that for some plays.
To the 48-yard line. Denver bringing 4. Garoppolo protected in traffic.
That's a pick. Denver gets the ball. That is an interception. Denver has the ball. I repeat. I see it's turned into a game here in the 4th quarter.
Game not over yet. 2:06. 2-minute warning and 3 timeouts.
Plenty of time. But Denver made a defensive stand here.
Nobody to draw K'Wan Williams that way, so he's going to sneak this way, knowing that's where the 3 receivers are.
Why would you throw in traffic, Jimmy?
Gets his hands on the ball. That's Kareem Jackson.
Come on, Jimmy.
They had that one blanketed. That was a ball really should not have been thrown.
Wow.
Broncos have personnel issues here. They're subbing guys in and out. Fortunately for them, the play clock had not started. It's just been blown into play as Denver takes over at the 42-yard line. For Griffith, the second-year man, was traded from San Francisco. Comes up with the INT.
Jimmy's just following his ritual, throwing a pick in the fork.
Takes us to the 2-minute warning. There's a run to the right with Williams. That gets us to the 2-minute mark. So San Francisco stops them using their timeouts here. They will get the ball back with time. And, of course, in Denver, you get around the 40-yard line. once you cross midfield, you got a chance at a legit makeable field goal attempt. But with Robbie Gould, it's probably around the 35 or 36.
Heavy traffic in there. Yeah, you want to get it to your favorite player, but that lurking player on the backside, because there was no presence of another receiver, freed up Kareem Jackson to come in there and make that play. There he is, right there. Jero Evero.
Wow, where was this crowd when
game plan, and he was telling me, he goes, look,
first 3 quarters,
I'm
yo.
willing to let some
Crowd's
people
showing
beat me,
up now.
It's not going to be Deebo Samuel or George Kittle. And that time they were all over Deebo Samuel.
And with his 5 years with the Rams, there's such familiarity. And with Nathaniel Hackett's knowledge from playing
Stadium
San Francisco
Wild.
when he was with Green Bay, and Russell Wilson's not just knowledge but dominance over the Niners, 16-4 over his career. On both sides of the ball for Denver, in a game you play once every 4 years on the schedule, there was great familiarity with what San Francisco brings to the table.
And the Rams defense in the 2 regular season games basically allowed them to run. But come playoff time, they switched strategies, and I would say Evero is much more of what they did in the playoff game now.
2nd and 9.
Full complement of timeout to the Niners. 2nd and 9.
Little pitch play. And this is wrapped up fast.
Actually, no gain.
3rd and 9.
Greenlaw and Mosley. Flanagan Foles over there for the tackle and stopped at 155.
Yeah, that sounds like a movie.
Yeah, and
Sleep
again, the challenges
and Mile High.
An issue, right? And so they did burn a timeout, but because of the 2-minute warning, they should be fine if they can make a stop here.
It's down to here, you get the stop, and you could end up with a timeout end time. And it's always that 3rd and 9 question. What do? Do you throw the ball here on 3rd and 9? Or you just run it, force them to use their timeout, and just give them one less club in their bag to try to come back and win the game?
You know, for me, it wouldn't matter. That's so much time.
Oh, yeah, I'm ready for that.
Yep, I agree.
You know,
Those
there's plenty
Ravens.
for a field goal. I'm doing whatever I have to do here. Your quarterback just coming off his best drive of the game. I think you have to trust him.
Melvin Gordon is the back. It's 3rd and 9. Run Gordon. Ufonga came around from the edge, almost got him. Eventually
3-yard run. It's going to lead to 4th and 5.
Timeout comes at 151.
3 and out.
And the punting unit will come on, and San Francisco does what it had to do to stay alive in this
1:55 left.
I mean, time really shouldn't be a factor here, right?
Yep, right.
I mean, it's a non-factor. So that play call, it just didn't matter. You may have thought that was their best shot to pop one and pick up the 1st down, but
I mean, let's see here. What is
made no difference.
San Francisco going to do?
We've been talking about the punters so much, and this becomes the 10th punt for Corliss Waitman. And we said coming into this game, he only had 13 in his career. Kicked a couple of games in Pittsburgh last year. See what the Niners will do, come after him or not. Juwan Jennings got close earlier in the game. Well protected by Denver. Cloud's got some space here at the 10, but he muffed the catch. He's got to get on it at the 15-yard line. Let's see that scramble, bottom of the pile there. Oh boy, that was a tough to catch wobbler.
So here we go.
And it's San Francisco ball.
All right, San Francisco retains the ball after they fumbled.
Ruling on the field is the punt was recovered by the receiving team. It's San Francisco's ball. 1st down.
49ers have had their mistakes of their own. At first it was Jimmy G with the fumble. And then Jimmy G with a stroll out of the back of the end zone for the safety.
I see you stay low.
Interception on the last one. So they've had
Oh, man, 49ers fans are praying right now.
It does not matter. It all comes down to this.
Safety's the difference in the game right now.
Yep.
There's been one 11-10 game in the history of the NFL. Pittsburgh and San Diego in 2008. They've got to get around the 35 or so for Gold to have a chance. So they need 50 yards. Garoppolo chased. Garoppolo sacked. Brought down by Bradley Chubb.
Well, that's a 12-yard loss. You're not going to win like that.
And a big loss of a dozen.
So far, the difference in this game
Second
has
and
been the loss
22.
of Trent Williams. It really has been. You can't spike it here. Obviously, you need the down.
12-yard sack, choosing not to use that last time out. Cost enough 15 seconds. Garoppolo just trying to get it out. Wilson has it on the run. Lost the football. Denver's got it. And Denver's got this one.
Yo, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? He almost had the first down and he fumbles. 49ers deserved to lose this game. Are you kidding me?
P.J. Locke, the dime. 6 DB, knocked it out.
Just such a great play. P.J. Locke, sometimes it's the guys that you least expect to come up with the huge plays, and there it is.
Kyle Shanahan was hot. You saw him there. I think he thought there may have been an offside that wasn't called. That's what he was complaining about. Victory formation for Wilson and the Broncos. Let's watch.
Yo, who said that the game would end 10-11? Who said that? Somebody said that in the chat.
Close. Well, this has to feel good for Nathaniel Hackett as the Niners took that final timeout. Just a couple more snaps here, Chris. It's been a long
What a
week
riveting
for
game.
He does have a win, right?
Someone said this game would end 10-11.
Houston game because there was more angst about clock
And that's wild.
and decisions, but to get this one at home and get the home crowd on your side, and Paul Hackett, his dad, with a smile on his face.
Yeah, you really knew all you needed to know about Nathaniel Hackett from Aaron Rodgers, didn't you? After our conversations with him, I mean, he just said that's a hole that can't fill. The relationship that I had, the trust I had in him, the ability to communicate and get my ideas across without offending anybody with him.
Well, he said Nathaniel made football fun again for me.
Wow.
It got Aaron fired back up about the process in the game.
So the process is going to be a long one, but you hang your hat on that last drive. You watch that last.
All right, guys, that's ball game. Score is 11, Denver Broncos 10, San Francisco 49ers. I think I have to make this clear. Whoever is writing the script for the NFL, just make sure that you put the games at the right time. All right. This would have been fine to have at 1 o'clock. We did not have to endure this struggle or the pain and misery behind this game for Sunday night. All right. We could have had Green Bay and Tampa Bay. That would have been more fun. Or we could have had one of the prime games like the Bills and the Dolphins for Sunday Night Football. This was not needed. Not at all. The fact that Russell Wilson shows up 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter to play how he's been playing over the years, to show why he's worth the $250 million, is kind of a slap in the face for the 3 quarters that he had been playing, which led to 15 punts between both teams. I was praising Jimmy G last week. Obviously, he was playing for a bonus. He's a bum. Jimmy G is a bum. Step back, layup for 2 points to the defense for Jimmy G. That's because that's what he does. He's playing basketball out there. He's doing step backs for safeties. So yeah, because this is, I don't know. But that's your score, 10-11. Denver takes the game. And I had San Francisco in all of my parlays. I predicted San Francisco to win the game. And all of a sudden, Broncos come back and just have an offensive spark in the fourth quarter at the last 4 minutes to win by 1 point. I hate using the word rigged. I do. Shout out to you guys. Definitely shout out to you guys. This one was wild. Al Shadow. I mean, come on, man. It's you can just like look at it. Just like go, if you guys have a chance, just go back and look at the highlights. And it's like, yo, where was this play in the first, second, and third quarter? Did you just wake up out of a nightmare? Oh, you know what? I'm gonna play now. I think my team needs to come down and score a touchdown now, with 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. We don't need to score touchdowns in the first, second, or third. We can wait till the fourth. We'll just keep going back and forth. We'll punt it 15 times. You know, I'll run around. I'll get sacked. I'll get a couple first downs. You know, run this clock. And then I'll show my wife that I'm a real football player in the fourth quarter. That's when I'll do it. Thanks a lot, Cody Webb. Thanks for being here, man. And I'm going to tell you guys why I'm mad. I'm not mad because of the score. I'm just mad because the game wasn't entertaining. And just wasn't entertaining at all. I feel like, how long we been online now? 3 hours and... No, it's more than that. Yeah, 3 hours and 25 minutes. 3 hours and 25 minutes. That's how long we've been online. But I've actually been online since 12:30. So from 12:30 to 11:30, which is how long I normally stream for on Sundays, because I stream 3 games, it's not too difficult to expect some entertainment out of NFL teams. So, but tomorrow we'll be doing the Cowboys and Giants, so I hope to see you guys tomorrow evening, and we'll have fun, some trivia, and hopefully it'll be way more exciting than this game. Oh man. Good night, TYKE. Good night, bro. All right, guys. So, yeah, that's it for me. I'm actually exhausted. It's been a long day. Interesting day for football. My Bills lost. As of this game, I was 10 of 14. No. I was 11 of 15 for my parlay. 11 for 15. 49ers lost. New England lost to my parlay. The Bills and Kansas City. Robo Jimbo, of course, bro. Without a doubt, man. Yeah, I just do parlays, keep it simple, you know. All right, you guys. I'm going to hop out of here. See you guys tomorrow. If you guys could, do me a favor, though, before you take off. Once the stream is over, you're going to hop over to the Giants-Cowboys stream. Do me a big favor. Support your boy. Make sure that you smash that like, that thumbs up over there, so we can get those likes up before the game. Once again, do me a favor, support the stream, the Cowboys Giants. Smash that like for me. Shout out to Al Shadow with the $1.49 super chat donation. Thanks a lot, man. That means a lot to me. You earned yourself a wrench, bro. Shout out for the support. No, definitely. Thanks a lot for being here, Jimbo. It was good. You guys were fun tonight. And yeah. Shout out to y'all, Shadow. Got yourself a wrench, man. You're part of the wrench gang, part of the squad now. Yeah, man. All the teams that were supposed to win took the L. That's how you know Vegas, the house always wins. All right, you guys. I'm up out of here. Have a good night. Once again, make sure you guys smash the like button on that Cowboys-Giants stream. I need that for the support, y'all. Have a good night. Peace.